Greetings and salutations, fans of Dota 2. It is I, Badger, here for some more League of Lads Season 7 action. I am joined tonight by the one and only former captain of many Lads teams and former Lads champion, Xeriscape. How are you tonight?
Me?
You won, right?
Oh shit, me? Yeah, I've won.
I was pretty sure you won Season 4, correct?
I don't know, man. They're all numbers to me.
Regardless,
What season are we on now? 8?
7.
9?
You're on 7.
7? Oh, that's embarrassing. It's really right on my screen, huh?
It is indeed right on your screen. Speaking of what's going to be on the screen soon, we have these two teams. We have on the Radiant side, if only you were older, who are currently 0-2. They had a 2-0 whooping by the nearly tilted squad. On the flip side, we have on the Dire team Apesimps, not Apesimps, Apesimps. They are currently 1-1 after a 1-1 series up against Team Psych. So obviously both teams have not played very many Dota games yet, so this is a very important series for their season going forward. Looking over at the bans, got some relatively standard stuff going on. AA Grimstroke Deuce a Tiny being banned. Radiant open with a Centaur Warrunner, and Apesimps go with a Mars Lina. Lead us off, Xeriscape. What are your thoughts currently?
I thought the Lino combo here was mag right now. But they have... Who's their offlane player? Is it Karan?
That's Karan, yeah. They run DOS 1, Breezy 2, Karan 3, Fun,
Shit.
aka Jason 4, and Skater 5.
Who's this Jason guy? Does he own? Looks
Yeah,
like
he owns. Let's put it this way. He's been around long enough that I played against him back in the day, and he whooped my ass.
Holy shit.
So it's been that long. I remember I played him in, I think it was like a Div 2 JDL back in the day, and he fucking destroyed my ass.
JDL, huh?
JDL. I don't think I ever played his team in Sivo or any other tournaments, but it was, we played his team, and it did not go well. Back when he was on Root Gaming, it did not go well.
Oh, he was on Root?
Yeah. He was on Shazam as well. You probably know him from Shazam, but he was on Root back in the day as well.
That's pretty cool. Root had that one guy really liked, Pizza Dad or some shit. I might be... No. Pizza Dad had a different legendary
They had
team.
like 15 different players on that team over the course of the years. They had so many different players in Root Gaming.
Dude, it was Pizza Dad's team because he had a really cool team. And that was like my first friend in this game. But regardless, yo, this 4 Wyvern thing looks pretty sick. Have you watched many of the Magor?
I have not had the chance. I have been at work during the major, usually.
Alright, so everybody just picks like 7 tanky heroes. And this Wyvern hero does like 8% percentage. And it's being played like 4 and shit. And it's fucking owning people. But it's a little whack into Mars, because Mars like breaks trees and stuff. I don't know if Wyvern can fly. I don't think you can fly over it, right? Because Batrider can't, and it's the same flying mechanic.
I don't think you're able to, but I don't play enough Wyvern to really know that.
Alright, so that hero owns. This Lina hero is also pretty good, but I don't think like Mag is or Mars is a pairing. It's been a lot of like Mag and Axe doing really well with. I don't know if Mars and Lina sounds that good.
I guess the idea there is just use Spear, use LSA, just hope you kill somebody.
Yeah.
They're banning out Jug Lesto, so clearly the plan. Like those are 2 carries that would be very good at just dodging the spear, and they're both banned now. So that's clearly the idea that they're going for on this Dire side right now.
It's a little kind of cringe to me that both teams like ignored Nyx too, and they've like both blocked Nyx out of their game. The Radiant team, I guess, could like bait themselves into picking Nyx and put one of these 4 heroes in the position 5. But like, there's such like sick 5 heroes right now that'd fucking suck if that's what you did. Because there's like Warlock still owns, and he owns Mars.
A lot of the sick 5s are banned though. I mean, AA's banned, Warlock's banned, Grimstroke's also banned. A lot of the better 5s are banned right now.
Huh. I'm surprised they chose. Like out of the 5s that are remaining, that Warlock was the one they didn't want to play against. Especially with Mars, because that's not like it's one of those things that sounds really cool, but it doesn't. Because then you like have to ulti shit to kill it with those 3 heroes.
Alright, then we have a Snapfire for the side of Apesimps. We're assuming a 5 Snapfire here, or what's the idea behind that picker?
Yeah. It's better than 5 Lena, right? Actually, it might not be.
10 seconds
Because 5
remaining.
Lena sounds like it owns bottom lane. And that's still, like, fine to
5
do.
seconds remaining.
But instead of, like, having Ags and Shard, you just have Shard. Which is probably okay, right? Because it's still, like, 700 damage instead of 1,000.
Suddenly, I would not want to play Lena in that bottom lane anymore. Actually, it'd be top lane in this case, but I would not want to play the Lena 5 this game. Which is
No, I think it's still fun because he still kind of beats up Nyx, and now Wyvern is like a lot weaker. Like a lot weaker, because Wyvern now is gonna have like
10 seconds remaining.
instead of doing like bringing a lot of damage, he's gonna have to buy survivability items like exclusively because he's gonna be poor. And like Wyvern and Nyx kind of want to play they kind of do the same job as far as like what they do in fights. They just kind of do it differently, but like both are like concerning to the enemy team. But Wyvern like bails out the person who starts, and Nyx like bails himself out. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Centaur can blink in and Wyvern would just heal. And that's like always a good initiation. And Nyx wants to like walk up and carapace shit. But both these heroes kind of do the same thing, but they don't do it well together. Because now they don't really have damage compared to if they had Wyvern and any 5 hero, they wouldn't have damage issues with their supports, but now they do. Because now, like, you know, even if they find like Snapfire some shit on the side lane, right? They're not gonna really kill it that easily unless Nyx has like Meteor Hammer or something. And especially a hero like Spectre, where he's gonna feel no side lane pressure.
Something I find interesting is they purposely let the Nyx through there. They knew they're picking Snapfire with that 15 pick, and even though Nyx is really the traditional sort of counter to Snapfire, they said, you know what, you could have this hero. And as you mentioned, in terms of like macro play, in terms of the fights at large in the late game, it appears to be extremely fine for the side of Apes, where they just seem to lack damage for now. The question is, can they mitigate that with their last 2 picks? They're looking at a carry and a mid here, and certainly are a lot of high damage carries and mids they can go for.
Yeah, and Snap isn't so like beaten by Nyx anymore because of how good like your Cookie and your E are. Like the only time your ulti is like owning right now is with like Faceless Void or some other hero that probably exists in the world. But for the most part, you're just kind of like using the extra range from E and you're cresting people and stuff. And so I feel like a lot of these ultis are just going to be on like Wyvern, whoever Wyvern heals for Snap. Huh. But yeah, they're not going to really deal with Spectre because Lifestealer's gone and Jug is gone, and those are like the 2 common. And I thought the only carry hero that was like left was like Luna. And obviously Spectre donks on that.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a very rough game to play Luna at literally all stages of the game here.
Yeah. Even if it's Snapfire 4 and they could always just die to Mars and Snap. Which I am really hoping they put Lena 5. Like as far as like what makes sense the most. The Lena does quite well bottom because he has like damage through spells instead of just right clicks.
Radiant team back.
Alright then, so they grab the Faceless Void inside of the radio, so that's interesting.
But you can't cookie move people, but you can like it'll still stun them, you know, if you like get the range. However,
What are they throwing into the corner right now? That's my question.
say that again.
What are they throwing into the chronosphere for damage right now?
Seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
that's what we were gonna say here is that
Team back.
you know like Void kind of has to do all the damage, and he has to do like 6,000 damage worth, and it's not even gonna be like easy for him because when that hero looks really good is when it wins lane and it buys like Orb of Corrosion and Mom and shit, and it controls like a whole side.
5 seconds remaining.
But I think Mars Snap sounds a lot stronger than
Radiant team
Void
back.
Wyvern and Lane. Dude, I've viewed my phone 7 times. Why is it?
It's one of those things where Snapfire has like 10 more damage than Winter Wyvern, and also higher HP. So as long as Arctic Burn's on cooldown, I don't see what Wyvern really does in the lane there.
Yeah. But I think they can bait themselves into like fucking up the lane and making it really easy on Void. Because Void is really good into Lena lane. Because like Lena wants to W and Q like in the same time frame for her stacks. And obviously that's the kind of shit Void's cool with. But like Snap is gonna E you so quick, and then like you're gonna get cookied and E'd. And then if Mars does anything, you're gonna like stick with that damage, right? Like you're kind of in death threat.
The thing
But
is, we're assuming this low in terms of like equal skill level in the lane, though. I think Dire is going to enter the lane with about like 1,000 more MR, on top of having this beat a normal 5-man lineup, while Radiant will have a stand in the lane, so the coordination there just might not be ideal in that sense.
no, Badger, it's no fun to just call which team is the best. You know what I mean?
So I think it's important information that people should know about.
I feel like you should try to do your best to make it a storyline, you know? And all you're doing is internet bullying
Listen,
people.
Dude, I know about building a storyline, sir, but I think you have to build the storyline on an accurate ground, sir.
No.
Well then, it's funny that they picked the Ember Spirit actually, because I was talking with Sawyer Green in the pregame chat in the lobby, and I asked him, hey, on a scale of Huskar to Shadow Fiend, how elite is the mid gonna be tonight? He said, and I quote, Ember Spirits. And lo and behold, we have an Ember Spirit in the lobby. And they're going to be relying on a hero to do a lot of damage in the Chronos game, because at a 3-5 combo will not be doing it.
There's still a lot of stuff left that destroys it. Like Tiny. Doesn't Breezy...
It's banned.
Tiny's banned? That's whack.
You may
Yeah,
Is that an accident?
I was gonna say, I was gonna say there's gonna be some stupid fucking Breezy hero.
Yo!
And here indeed is a stupid fucking Breezy hero. When did they ban Tiny? Who banned it?
Actually, Apes did. First phase ban. They banned Dusa and Tiny first phase.
Alright. Respect. But, this hero's still fucking stupid. But yeah, and Breezy's like, Breezy was playing this mid when it was bad. And now it's pretty good. Like, now it actually does damage instead of just catching stuff. And obviously the team dynamic was different then, because I had like one of those super carry players. And now it's just DOS, and DOS doesn't really know right from left. Truthfully, I'm pretty proud DOS was able to pick the right hero. I thought he was gonna be one of those guys who like lets the timer run down and just hopes his other team picks. Because that guy's kind of old, you know. He's losing it.
Listen,
he's only like Badger. He's only like 30 years from retirement home, Dawson.
Leave the old game. Leave the retirees alone. Xeriscape. DOS can press his buttons still.
I mean, I'm sure he's got a family and stuff to worry about, right? Like, is that really what you want?
He selected the Spectre, I assure you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's just like, you know.
I actually don't know, but I don't want to know.
Alright, so it looks like they got baited and they're gonna put Marslina together. Which I think is a little whack, because you could have accomplished more with 4 Snap. Especially with like how good Crest is on like Axe and shit like that. Or like 4 Axe. For the Axe. There we go, we got it out. That's what matters.
If you had to take your pick between these two drafts in terms of who the winning draft here, you thinking Dire side or you thinking Radiant side?
I think there's a good chance the I don't remember which side is which. The non-DOS team gets 3 kills in this Dota 2 game. And like 2 of those are gonna be like DOS like dropping his keyboard or something because he's gonna like get distracted by the wind or something, you know?
Alright, so we found out Xeriscape, big fan of his Dire team, except for their carry player, except for DOS. Not confident in DOS. Actually, I agree though. I think the Dire side is a better drafter. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of a 2-game series between If Only We're Older on the Radiant side and the Apesimps on the Dire side. I am Badger. I am joined tonight by the one and only Xeriscape, and we are about a minute away from the Horn and hopefully some interesting Dota 2 adventures.
Oh, Breezy spent all of his gold.
It's got a bracer.
I don't know if that's right, because don't you just like call a lot in this lane and W a lot?
He might just go E and like literally spin on the wave. He's not breaking Flame Guard anyway, so he might as well just have physical damage, right? This is pure damage, but still.
That's what I was saying, he needs to like call him and stuff, because what the fuck is this guy playing? The Ember? Can just kind of like walk past the creeps and never like really click you and just burn you down. And so you like W and Q him and shit. But now he's not gonna have bottle by 2-minute rune.
We'll have,
And that's really
we'll have it around minute 2:30 though. Should mostly be fine, right?
what?
We'll have it around minute 2:30 if he gets like 150 gold per wave on average. It'll probably actually higher than that. He might even have bottle by minute 2. I just literally do not see Ember denying more than like 2 creeps at all. Actually, less than a lot of these.
I thought you had to have 200 gold and 80% CS in order to get it. Or like in order to have it, because you have to buy it. Dude, I literally just did the math of somebody today. It's like 44 seconds for your bottle to get to you or something. That's way too high. 24? Holy shit!
My
this
lord,
guy just spun
so
4
much
times.
damage.
What a boss! All right, so the boy dodged in top lane.
He's fine. He got stunned, but he's fine.
Missed his Q to get the range creep. Classic. I'm telling you, man. There's no clue what's going on.
So I'm here to watch the as a fellow geriatric. I'm here to watch the geriatrics, man.
I don't know what that word means. What is a geriatric?
Old people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Breezy would have a kill if he leveled Q. I think there's only like a time frame in order to do it. Maybe because at level 4 he's gonna have a lot more damage on Ember, so you're not gonna be like a bajillion health.
We saw a kill attempt top lane. They missed the hoof stomp though on Centaur, so there was no kill happening there.
The Snap player has the Q spell, and that Q spell is a lot worse than your other spells.
It's a little bit interesting for sure.
Damn, they're 0 for 2 on getting the range cube with spells. That's not what you like to hear. How's bottom? How's the big K Nasty doing?
He's doing pretty well right now. He's leading the lane in CS over the Void right now. They did a lot of damage early. They forced a salve out, so they're doing pretty well in the lane.
So look, he has... I guess only has like 10 out of 16. We're gonna carry... He has 66% of the CS that are available to him. And he still is like, you know, like a distance away from his bottle. Like he was like 45 seconds too late, right?
He's still full mana though. He's mostly fine there.
Well, yeah, that's not the idea here, Badger.
Well, that's not the idea, but it's the reality we're seeing on our Dota screens though.
Oh, and Breezy, he didn't even take Q. What the heck, man? Maybe I'm the old man.
Maybe he's just expecting the enemy to play and not get caught by call or something. It's not just sleight of fist is the idea. That's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, you just keep pump faking it, and he has to sit there and like, you know, just sit there in your fucking spin and you're happy, right? Because like this W isn't gonna break Flame Guard.
Gives him move speed, I guess. It gives him that 12% movement slow and bonus.
Holy moly, in the bottom lane, lean with the big stun. Karan! Just kidding. Karan also has a bracer. And now he's getting time
good game for bracers. He simply spears Hyper away, though. He is fine. We're seeing a lot of trading in all 3 of these lanes, actually, but nobody has died yet. And I'm like jumping from lane to lane, trying not to miss any kills here at this point.
Oh, don't worry, man. I've never missed a kill once in my life, actually.
I definitely have. I catch the majority of them, but nobody's perfect. Maybe you are, but I'm definitely
you
not.
probably didn't even see Skater gonna die right here.
Hoofstomp is there. Skater is low. Scatterblast is used, but the first blood will be drawn. Now Doss is looking for a counter kill on Jinx. Needs, I believe, 2 more hits. Will not get them. Has to walk away. So Metro Man on Centaur picks up that first blood there on the Snapfire. So good start for him. We're actually seeing another Impale from Jinx. Doss has Dagger into, turns over to Jinx. Is looking for the kill here. But knows Carapace is up, so does not go in. Now Hoofstomp once again is there on Doss. Doss has a Dagger away, and he'll be fine. Oh, he has no regen. He's absolutely not fine, but he's not dead.
Holy shit! And in bottom lane,
Nothing.
huh?
Just some fun times at neutral camps. It appears.
What'd I tell you, man? I've never missed a kill. I bet you weren't looking at top lane. I bet you that wasn't on your radar.
It was absolutely my radar. I was literally watching the little mini health bars at the top. I was watching those.
Just because I was calling you out on it, I get it.
You've guessed it with me before, sir. You know how I operate. What do you mean?
Alright.
You know how
Yo,
I operate.
can we talk about how fucking stupid this Vanguard item is?
It's very, yeah.
And like, it doesn't even make it better to like take it out of the side shop or secret shop, whatever the fuck it's called now. Because everybody has their own courier. Alright, what do we pause for?
It's DOS DC temporarily. It's a lot of regen, a lot of HP
Yeah,
block. They
old
nerfed
ass
it, but
man.
this doesn't matter. It's just so strong right now.
He's just an old ass man, you know what I mean? He probably like stepped on his power cord or something. Got a little panicked, you know, I had to check his stocks or some shit.
Yeah, he's got a nice portfolio. Look at DOS's stock portfolio. It's well diversified. Got about 230 grand in there. It grows pretty well, about 6% year over year. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I mean, you know, he's thinking about his kids and his future.
Got that 401k. He maxes the match contributions. He's doing a great job with that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, he works like finance or something. Hates his boss, but has to do it for the family. You know, it's a lot of respect when you're an old man like DOS. Yo, this Void's kind of both carriers are getting owned. Never mind.
Yeah. The difference is the Centaur is similar CS to the Spectre, while Mars is having a very, very good lane right now.
It's a little cringe too when you like see your
Top
lane.
lane, Impale, Hoof Stomp are there. It'll be second kill for Macho Man on Skater. Not 2-0 in terms of kill score. I caught that one too.
You know, I did too, but I usually find it rude to cut people off, so I wasn't gonna, you know, stop my sends mid-track. Because I'm still the most valuable person here, and cutting myself off is the biggest loss to, you know, society, really.
This is so much fun.
I have so many brilliant ideas that every time I stop having brilliant ideas, it's a loss for the world. Dude, I'm actually so mad that everybody just has a courier. You know how much worse that makes Dota?
Somewhat.
Like look at these goobers. They all just have like bajillion health, and like mid lane too, because they have like 25 runes to work with.
Yeah, we're at the point now where you just have infinite regen constantly, and then lanes just don't matter as much.
I mean, look at them. They're
Top
both
lane,
like.
Hoof Stomp there on Skater. Double Edge is up. They did a little bit more damage. Carapace was there to get the stun, and a third kill now for Macho Man, drawn all 3 times on the one and only Skater. Bottom lane, though, we're seeing an LSA and a Spear by Karan and Fun. They kill Hyper, so it is at least a counter kill, and they actually get the enemy carry, unlike DOS, who has not died yet.
This guy's skipped wand or delayed wand, however you want to call that.
On the
feel like
Void, yeah, it's weird.
That's like the one thing we've learned from the major is you just buy wand right away.
At the major, people have been leaving it. Ooh, bottom lane, Mars Arena was used, but the Spear was missed. God's Rebuke is there, but the LSA is hit on 2, actually. They had a little more damage to the Wyvern, though, and they will not get it. Now in comes Void looking for Fun, gets the kill there with those bashes. And now, they're going in with Splinter Blast, trying to slow Karan, but unless they get about 3 more bashes, they won't get the kill. Meanwhile, top lane, they are diving into DOS. Dagger is there, Macho Man on the run, tagging but he has that Vanguard. Now in comes Skater, Stampede is used. Is there spells? There are no spells from Snapfire. And we are now out of engagements.
Huh. I'm a little surprised. Fuck, what's this guy's name? Breezy is going for full Vanguard because in the history, he's always just bought Phase Boost Blink. Like he hasn't even bought the like any components of Vanguard when he's played it in the past. So that's a little cringe to me. And he gets the fucking stupid axe item that fixes all your problems. Yo, we see the real Sawyer Green cutting the top lane instead of killing the carry player. Whole lot of
They're
respect.
thinking about the dive right now. The Impale is up on Jinx. It will hit on DOS. Dagger was used, but in comes Chains. Hoof Stomp, though, was not used. There was no mana. They remnanted in with Mr. Sawyer Green. They're trying to find DOS. TP, very ambitious. Actually works! Huge
Holy
brain
shit.
play there by DOS. That is an extraordinarily ambitious TP, and it was not punished.
So Ember had the anticipation of ganking, and then placed one of his remnants behind the tower, or like behind him, you know? And so they just didn't kill it. And now
Yeah.
there's a haunt for somebody. For him to go back top. Respect, man. Holy shit.
Back to farming, you know, like his TP's on cooldown, use it to live, so just taunt back to lane, do like 25 damage to heroes.
Respect.
He's got creeps in his mind, you know, like he's got that years of wisdom he's acquired.
I don't know if he has anything on his mind, man. You talk to this guy? He doesn't know left from right. Alright, so Big Breezy. If you were a betting man, would you bet that he buys the phase boots? Or would you bet that he buys the blink dagger?
I think if he was going phase, he would have bought a component by now. I think he's just going to go blink.
But look what he queued first. He queued the phase boots part first. Instead of the
He
blink
probably
dagger.
queued it up though, like at the start, right? I didn't see his quick buy. But he probably got like minute 0 or something. Because he wanted phase boots, he has the money right here, right now. He could just buy it. Bottom lane though, Chronosphere is there on Mars, but a Mars Arena is there. LSA is used on Hyper Day. A little more damage is there. Regalia Rebuke there is. They won't right click from Fun, and they will get it. Hyper now is dead. Fist's Void. Now in comes Breezy R is there. Has no Battle Hunger. Might just not need it. They are running at the Wyvern. LSA was missed. Is there? Spirit's up in one. Will they use it? They will call instead. The call we missed. Laguna is there. Spear is there. Wyvern no longer there. 2 kills now. Portal side of Apes on that bottom lane area, and now they're running at Macho Man top lane. Stampede is used. Dagger not up though, so they'll only have to get settle for a courier. And they will even deny the tower, so no fun to be had for if only you were older and, well, literally anywhere they go right now.
I thought Max Slide on Ember was a lot worse now.
I don't play Ember mid. I wouldn't
isn't
actually.
that the general consensus? I don't know, man. Who am I? Xeriscape?
You are more up on the consensus than I am. I'm pretty sure, so I'm gonna have to trust you on this one.
Alright. Skater's getting followed.
You're seeing a lot of heroes doing a little bit of brawling right now. We're seeing in the top lane, Macho Man's running away from DOS, but DOS is not getting that kill. Meanwhile, Jinx, still shadowing Skater. Vendetta is there, Impale is there. They have a little bit more damage. He will cook it to the high ground, but right into Macho Man.
Right
Push stop is there,
and he uses the mana. How embarrassing!
That was could have definitely double edged there, but he was thinking, you know what, man must die, and he's not playing games. Got those 10 stick cards in the mango. He's good on mana. He has the arcane ring.
Also hasn't watched the major either, Badger. He shares something in common.
We're seeing bottom lane though. Mars Arena is there. They're running at Wyvern. He actually flew over the arena there, but it did not matter. He still died. Laguna was once again committed. At the major, they've been going full wand or just staying on stick usually?
No, they just buy wands.
It's full wand?
Because you start with like three... You start with like 3 branches, you know, because you want to eat them. Because you get a little hungry. It's like when you go on a car ride and you stop at the gas station to get some nuts. You know what I mean? You just need a little snack during the day.
I feel you. That's literally what I did on the way home, actually. Got some peanut M&Ms from the gas station.
Exactly. It's all about the little things in life.
I understand.
Like the big things too, like DOS about to die in the top lane. Holy shit, this fun guy has the
Blink Call is there, only on Ember though. Breezy R is in, Dagger is there on 2. In comes Impale, only hits on both. Stampede, Hoof Stomp are there, but it's only to retreat. Sawyer Green on the run, Macho Man on the run. Who will they chase? They will chase... Never mind, Searing Chains are there on Axe. He cannot blink for a little bit longer, but he's still... Never mind, he's going for creeps instead.
Huh, the old Karan is choosing Yules instead of Blink. I know that's more common, but I feel like that's so much like harder to play. Especially when your supports are like go-getters, you know? Like if you have Nick setting stuff up for you and he like just stuns out of invis and then you can like ulti throw a spear from the corner, that's dope. But like, cause Yules helps you farm and shit like that too, right? Cause you're like a mana issue problem.
They do already have a blink though on Axe. He actually did choose for the straight blink over phase boots. So they do at least have a single blink stunner until
holy shit, they're showing the boys the Quran.
Yeah, they went in there with the 4-man smoke. They could not find anything, and now in comes a Stampede, in comes Warmer's Kisses. They will get cancelled by Carapace, I believe, but in comes Blink Call there on 2. Can they kill either? The answer is no. Cookie is there on 2. The Moon is there on Hyper. He'll go down, and now they're moving to Alaris. He is actually dodging the LSA. He will remnant all the way away, but now Call missed this time, but they're still diving, looking for 2. Spear missed. Dagger hit. They're running at both. Chains once again there on 2. Doss running forward, has very low mana. And they will instead move to the tower. Wait, never mind. Blink Call is there on Emberdy. A little bit more damage for that Calling Blade, and they will not get it. He will be able to disjoint it by the... or cancel the animation there via that Light of Fist. And now, Stampede is up. They're looking perhaps for Skater. Perhaps for Karan. They'll go to Skater instead. Hoof Stomp is there. Impale is there. And now a one-man Chrono on the edge. For Mars, Karan will go down, but Blink Call is there on 2. Sawyer Green is dead, and Macho Man barely alive thanks to that Cold Embrace, but now Jinx is there onto Fun. Has the Vendetta hit to get that kill, so... what, 3 for 3 overall trade, and Breezy R is still there to fight, apparently.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Badger, how many people do you live with?
3?
Because your yell casting isn't very yellish. And I respect it, you know what I mean? Because like every time I do it, I get like an angry text from my roommates, and I basically tell them to go get bent.
I have a very rudimentary do-it-yourself soundproofing, and also it's the more hype it gets, the louder I get. But now mid lane, Arena is there, and Macho Man Cookie is there. Centaur is very low, and inevitably will actually survive. God's Rebuke is not up for 3 more seconds, and time dilation will delay that one. And now Blink Call is there from Breezy R. Calling Blade is there. Metro Man's dead. They now move to Hyper. Karan is low. They time walk in. They will kill the Mars, and now Axe is still fighting, looking for Wyvern. Word Kisses is used, trying to get both, and Wyvern will not be dead now. Breezy R trading against 3, still has some HP. And might just die there. Remnant is there, Bashes are there, Impale. Actually, no mana for it, but it is not needed. Hyper will get a second kill in the fight, the more important one there being on Breezy R.
You want to hear my also new favorite thing from the Major?
What would that be?
Is the Echo Saber Spectre. That one has been coming up. The ASM Gambit Dream Player, DR.
are scattered.
He started it, and then ILTW's done it like twice, and then I think Matu did it. And look, Old Man Doss, it wasn't on the news, you know. When it comes on Fox News, when he gets home from work, you know, he'll know about it then. But
It's not going to be the new segment for Sean Hannity is, and we're at the Major, we're seeing Spectres buy Echo Saber. It's got good stats, go buy it now. It's like, oh, Doss will then buy it. Is that the idea there?
yeah, because like, you know, Doss is old, and old people only get their information from the news and Facebook. I bet you Doss uses Facebook. I bet you Doss posts minion memes on Facebook. Actually,
It's got to be slander, right? You're going to get me sued for libel or something.
nah, Doss definitely still posts memes from like 2013. Like the troll face. Top lane, Karan, he's getting narrowed and Jinx
Yeah,
was the
Vendetta
fight.
is up. Impale is there. It will hit. They have the Arctic Burn. They are hitting. Steering Chains are there. Hyper comes in. Has demolition. But there's a Yules from the Mars. Now in comes Fun. Has the LSA on 2. Mars Arena is there on the, I think, technically 3, but Mars dead nonetheless, and there will be no counter kills happening yet.
Yo, Breeze Nasty TP'd mid Nasty instead of going, yo, taking some strides out of base.
He seems to be A-okay with getting those creeps ASAP. Shoving in that mid lane as we're seeing a Nyx now run them there. Cookie actually is there, a Macho Man is there something. There is a LSA from Fun. Laguna is there. Call is there. Calling Blade is up, and it will be using Macho Man now. In comes Hyper. Has that time dilation. He's running at Fun. Fun is dead. Now move to Breezy R. Vessel is up. Once again, Time Walk in Chrono's there. Onto 2. It's on Breezy R and on Skater. But now in comes Doss. He haunts in, but he's stunned by that Arctic Curse. And now, he is still fighting with that Blade now, but he's low on mana and he's isolated. We're seeing Hyper still hitting Karan. Karan once again goes down. Now we're seeing Metro Man buy back. He's TPing into this fight and they will stampede. They want to kill Doss. He has Dagger. He's on the run, but Hoof Stomp is there from that bought back Centaur. And he will die. Skater barely TPs away with his life, but for If Only You Were Older, it's a much needed fight win for them.
Skater's the one who started that, right? Like he cookied something onto Centaur.
Yeah, he cookied Centaur creep on Centaur mid lane, and they collapsed at 3, and then everyone arrives twice.
Oh, he also only has 1 point in cookie. That makes a little more sense. He didn't like use his damage spells on him because he didn't E him, and he didn't like ulti him, and that's kind of why things got really awkward. But I feel like we can't be thrilled if we're Team DOS here. You know what I mean? We just figured out our presidential candidate didn't win. We're like a month late.
That's,
Nah, just
it's
kidding.
been,
That's
it's been
not
about
something I
seven.
get
It's been about 7 months now. I was a little more off in the time scale there.
I was gonna make a
I know a joke you were making.
being old joke, but it didn't quite work out the way I thought. And that's the okay thing in life, you know. It's about learning from your mistakes.
What mistakes have you learned from in the last month, sir?
What mistakes have I learned from?
Yes.
I didn't wear socks when I played soccer yesterday, and I'm my fear. But in the middle, a pickaxe
Yeah,
to my
Cookie
brazier!
is there.
It's a big jump! It is a jam! Plan summer jam!
Well, you're about to get some angry texts, aren't you? LSA once again is there on Centaur as well, but merely a one. Okay, call is there on Jinx. Now Instant Arena and the spear. The spear is there on Jinx. Marcus is used, but Nyx will be fine. The Cold Embrace certainly healed them there. They are still running out Jinx though. Gazi Duke is there, but now in comes Stampede. Jinx is dead. Karan goes down as well. In comes Void, has no chrono though. We're seeing Breezy R tanks this tower though, but he does not care. He has a Vanguard, and never mind. In comes Hyper once again onto Skater, trying to get that kill there. Cookie though is used, and Fawn actually grabs, doesn't grab the Regen Rune, denies the Regen Rune. Okay, never mind. Now we're seeing a Splinter Blast there on Skater. He is isolated. He's being chased down, and he will die to Hyper. So it's a 2-for-1 overall exchange, one certainly in the favor of the Radiant this time.
Well, alright. Go them. Despite
Dire's middle tower is under
Breezy R Michael Jordaning the Ember there, they're really low on damage, which was not something I expected. And I feel like it stems from Mars buying Yules.
He's going for a blink on the Lotus afterwards. Neither of those items will really necessarily solve the problems of that.
It does damage. Because, like, your kit does damage, right? You just have to make your kit work. And we're seeing a big smoke gang coming out from the Radiant team. They caught everybody but the Ember Spirit, who is surely going to be the one who starts the jam in the middle lane. Karan runs away.
Yeah,
They're
it is
walking up the hill.
full 5-man smoke.
What the fuck are they doing?
They do see Axe. Vendetta is up if they want to go there. Vendetta is there. The Impale is there, and they will go on it with the Chronosphere. Even they can commit the Chrono. They really want the leader in net worth. Breezy are dead, and he is. I don't know why they tipped him there, but they tipped him regardless.
What a boss Breezy are. I don't even know if this guy knows what Axe does. I feel like this is different than last time he was playing mid-Axe.
It is possible
Actually,
that Breezy R has read the patch notes. It is certainly possible.
No way.
Because Breezy R is what, like 6.7k? It's a good chance he read the patch notes.
Dude, Breezy R is smelly. That's what Breezy R is.
I mean, so is Seb, but he's
Speaking of
pretty good at
smelly,
Dota.
we're looking at DOS. Yeah, but like, what would you trade in order to not be smelly?
I don't know, man. I buy deodorant. I don't know. That's all you need usually. Shooting chains are there though on DOS. He is being run out. Mars Marina is there. Actually, will be on to all 4. But Wyvern is dead. Nyx is dead. DOS is dead. Now Alaris is dead as well. And they're running at Macho Man. Cookie is there. It will not stun, but this is fantastic for Dire. Hyper is TPing, but canceled by the LSA from Fun. Spear once again there, Macho Man. And now Void has used that time lock, but he is being chased down. Blink is there from the Axe. LSA once again there. Culling Blade is there. For the side of Apesimps, it is a full 5-man wipe.
Damn, a 5-man wipe? That's a little better than a 4-man wipe.
top tower is under
Oh,
I think they
one.
just figured out why they you can't like 5 people initiate on one person. Cause they got happy, right? But they walked over. Cause there's like no fog spot between the towers here. And they walked through it and then they got like owned. And I bet you they're sitting there right now like, man, that was real fucking stupid.
Possibly. Certainly possible.
Alright, so remember that thing I said earlier about how Wyvern was going to go like Glimmer and Force and stuff because he's playing 5 and he's going to be a little poor?
He bought 830 for Yules,
and
yeah.
then, and then the guy is just buying 8 to win Yules instead? Oh, holy shit. Yo, I got a phone call. It'll be like 20 seconds. I'm sorry. This is important.
It's A-okay, don't worry, it's A-okay. Seeing Wyvern barely not die top lane. Breezy actually went for the call, I believe, in this area of the trees and walked on up, searching for him, but he's just here, barely escaping the vision of the intruding Dire heroes. But now we have a blink call there, onto Nyx. Spear is there as well. Jinx is very certainly dead, so it's Another kill for the side of Apesimps, but they are up now by 4k, despite being down by 1 kill, and
Is under
we are seeing DOS in the area of Slayer Green, but both should be a-okay. Though top lane instead, we're seeing Wyvern and Metro Man run a Skater, Hoof Stomp is there, Double Edge is there, Skater. Once again dead, and Dire saying, you know what, it's our 5, let him die, retreat, do not lose, anybody more important. Speaking more important heroes though, Hyper is running at DOS, has Chrono, does not commit it though. And Dire are picking him out, but he will simply time walk away from the Dire arrows. And look at the scoreboard right now. Karan has been involved in a lot of these kills. He's been involved in 14 of the Dire's 18 kills, and that number might just get larger right now. The 3-man smoke with Breezy R, Fun, and Karan. Blink Call was there, but he actually overblinked, or underblinked perhaps. Either way, Call was not there in Apesimps Void, and now he might simply be dead in Breezy R. Margarine is used, but the spear was dodged by the time walk. Chronosphere now is there on 2. It's both on the edge. Breezy R is dead, and they're now running at Karan. LSA was there on Hyper, but in comes Alaris, has steering chains to do. They will not get Karan, but they will instead get Fun, so it's 2 more kills for the side of the Radiant, and they have brought the net worth lead from 4k back down to 2k. Another, once again, very important kill to get on Breezy R. He remains the net worth leader despite being a minute 25 game.
Dire scanning. Dire's middle tower.
Looking over at DOS, he does have that Radiance finish, so he's getting a little bit larger. He'll have the Mantle relatively soon. Should accelerate his farm rate a good bits. Meanwhile, we saw Slayer Green do all chat lines over a fairly routine Ember play there, dodging the spear there via a Sleight of Fist.
What the boss?
Seeing Dire, though, they are running through our jungle, but Jinx and the Wyvern are there, so they might run into a bit of a fight here. Arctic Burn is there on Karan, meanwhile Yules is there onto Skater, but now in comes the Haunt. Radiance is up, Stampede is there, Radiant appear to want to run. Curse was used on DOS, and Karan tried to get in there to cancel that TP, but he too was in the curse, thanks to blinking in there.
Neat.
Oh,
Alright,
Blink Call is there on Jinx. Breezy R doing a ton of damage, but there isn't detection, so he will simply walk away from the axe.
Badge, I'm having a hard time figuring out why he buys Zags instead of Manta.
On axe?
Yeah.
Maybe it's do damage with -7 armor? Maybe that's the idea? I don't know. They have minus armor with a little shredder as well, so maybe it's just destroy heroes that way. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm guessing that's the idea there. We're seeing a vessel used on Karan. He actually is down to half HP. Jinx is coming in, has the Yules there onto the Lina. We're seeing an Impale used only on the Mars. Arena, though, was used, and now Aegis goes to DOS. They're running in Spearless, and this Blink Call is there on Jinx. Jinx goes down to the Calling Blade now. Hyper runs at Fun. Fun should go down here one more. Actually, he's a little bit too fast. We're seeing Mortis is used by Skater, was used over a little bit of damage. Now Fun finally goes down to that Arctic Burn. We're seeing Alaris, meanwhile, is being gone on by Skater and Doth, but in comes Metro Man, has that hoof stomp there onto Spectre. Spectre loses the Aegis. Meanwhile, we're seeing Karan and Breezy are fighting with Hyper. Hyper simply walks away. Now Doth is back in the fight, still being run out by Metro Man. He has a blink in 4, but once again will tactically TP away from the engagement. So despite being a very hectic fight, only 2 heroes and an Aegis die.
That went pretty bad for Dire.
Yeah, they lost the Lina and the Aegis.
Now they have Chrono. They didn't have Chrono that fight. I'm gonna be real, man. I think this Void's gonna solo kill everybody. There's that earlier issue where they couldn't do damage in Chrono. But,
He's
kinda
acquiring
just owned
damage.
What the fuck? This guy's got 4 wards. Let's see what kind of momentum they try to choose. The old Quran making Halberd instead of BKB. It's for the God damn it. It's for the late game, you know. We got it out. That's what matters here in the end.
Just if you just halberd the Faceless Void, then it's
Yeah, it's
suddenly
pretty
they
neat.
once again have damage issues in the Chrono. Arctic Burn actually is there to try to deward. They actually commit the Winter's Curse onto DOS. Chrono is up. Well, they will commit it onto the Wanins. Cookie was used, but it will not save DOS. Now Skater has to run. They're running, and Hoofstop actually is there, barely on the edge. Double Edge is there. Sleight of Fist is there. Skater, that man's certainly dead. And DOS buys back. They want to fight. He haunts in as well. And Skater buys back as well. Question is, who can they catch? It will be Macho Man. God's Rebuke is there. Arena is there. Laguna's there. Spear's there. And now Macho Man's going to go down. Meanwhile, Breeziar blinked onto the Wyvern. The Wyvern died as well. And they'll find Ember. Though could not connect on the chain stun thanks to that defensive remnant placed beforehand. And they get 2, but they probably wanted more than 2 with the 2 buybacks and the haunt being committed there by the Dire.
Remember the earlier thing I said about it being like really bad for them? What happened?
Yeah.
It just got really worse because when you do that buyback call thing, you kind of need to kill.
Never mind. They find an absolutely huge jump there onto Hyper. The long range Light Strike Array at the very end, that Aether Lens cast range from Fun. That veteranosity going on right there. And they actually something looks pretty good there. Now Faceless Void dead for a long time, and they'll get that tier 1 tower, perhaps a tier 2 tower top as well.
Alright. Well, remember that thing I said about it being bad? It's all of a sudden really good again.
In the middle of you saying it, something becomes a lot better, and they actually will smoke. They want to parlay that into a kill onto Ember. They want to get Sawyer Green, but he, Remnants to the right, looking at the Radiant Vision. They didn't see the smoke, I don't believe, but he will instead avoid his inevitable death, but instead go for the consolation prize, that Nyx Assassin bottom lane. Obviously, it's not an Ember Spirit, but a kill is a kill, and we can always bring that one into a siege of the bottom tier 2 tower. Yeah, that man is very dead.
It's really good the way they're switching the side of the map. Especially with where Radiant's wards are, where everything's like geared at the top side. Because now they have like easy plays killing them on the Ancients and in their jungle. And especially with them like ratting out the bottom tower earlier. It's like really easy your next play. You're gonna like just walk at where they're currently farming. And then you're gonna haunt on them, right? You're gonna feel really cool about yourself. You're gonna say, "Wow, we're really good at this video game." And that's gonna be the story here. So we see Radiant's kind of shitting themselves right now because they have nowhere to go, and that's what I'm implying here. They're gonna stay in front of Void. Someone's getting called.
The creeps. They're actually not even dead yet, but okay, never mind. They're being denied. They're dead.
Respect.
All the called units are now dead, I assure you.
Alright. This Void sure is farming right in front of you. In front of his base. Buybacks not available. Haunt is. You know, it's a little cringe they have no vision on him, Badger.
Yeah, looking at this
Oh,
Dire
but
Vision,
they
they
do
have a
see
lot
that
more vision.
smoke.
Like, they saw the 5-man smoke there.
Alright.
Radiant have all their vision in one spot, Dire has a little more spread out, and this 5-man smoke should not connect to anything. Unless you can somehow find DOS, but, I mean, they saw the 5-man smoke, I'm sure somebody called it out, and he will dagger all the way into the trees, and they might see the dagger trail, but at this point it's a little bit too late to catch Spectre, and Radiant are now running it at the Tri-Camp, perhaps. Dire, though, they're saying group up, they're smoking on us. Skater might be so
I'm
lucky,
really
though.
surprised they're giving up this hill.
Right,
But now they're
Karan
fucking
goes
dead.
in. And right, Chrono's there on 3. They can use as well. They want to kill somebody, but nobody is dying. You know, Mars Green is there on 2 in the back lines. In comes Wyvern. Actually, Wyvern cannot get a curse off. Wyvern's very dead. She's not dead yet. Now Stampede is used. They're still running a very segmented fight right now. DOS running at heroes. Macho Man on the run, blinks away. Meanwhile, Axe tries to go in, but his blinks once again being cancelled by the chains. He will Manta. Meanwhile, Centaur's being run at. Laguna is there. Centaur will go down. Back to the Axe. He finds a call there onto Jinx. Jinx to kill the Clone Blade. He's now running at the Wyvern. Wyvern is under battle hunger. He should go down here unless he can TP miraculously. Never mind. Axe call is there. Wyvern dies to the Dragon Slave from Lena. It's a 3-for-0 engagement in the favor of Apesimps, and it was all predicated on a very good observer word there, giving them all the information they needed.
Who did the Void like right click?
The Axe.
Oh, so he lagged?
Maybe.
We're really hoping like the monitor turned off or something during that one.
It's a good chance. It's a good
'Cause
chance.
I thought they were gonna own because they like. All right, now this Void's caught.
Yeah, he's LSA'd once again on the top lane. Doss is hitting him. He will time walk up. Is there an cancel? There actually is not an cancel, so good TP away. Karan not close enough to either spear or use that man. And
Tower has fallen.
regardless, though, the last of Radiant's outer towers are being sieged. The tier 2 middle died, and the tier 2 top could be under siege quite soon.
They probably should solo play this. They don't need to rush, especially that tower there. Because that one, it's a pretty dank tower, I will admit. It is my new favorite one to attack. But, I actually scratched that. Radiant, like, the enemy, or I guess Dire's bottom tier 2, that tower's pretty dank to attack.
I mean, you could taunt when you're invis. By the way, turn chains are there on Skater. Invis is there. Impale actually was missed, but it was not needed. Sawyer Green was taunting on Ember while invis, and apparently taunting does not cancel invis. I learned that today.
Why would it?
It's an action. It's a button press. In fact, when you had like the Dire Tide cosmetics, like the coal you throw from stuff like that would cancel invis. So I don't see why taunt wouldn't, you know.
That's because this game fucking sucks, man. Valve has no clue what they're doing. Yo, why is there so many illusions? Does Breezy have an illusion at him? He does. What a sweetheart.
Yeah, he has now bought the Manta after the Ag, so it's a lot more lane pressure being applied now that he has both the Shard and the Manta there on the Axe, so it's...
Alright, old man Doss, he's nearing the Eye of Scotty. We're
He is
averaging
quite close.
a nice, crisp, clean 10 CS per minute as Doss.
That's it's been a good movement to the map so far this game to ensure his CS has
And a
been
big
maximized.
5-minute smoke coming out. They're going onto the one word where they see fun. What's this guy's name? Jason?
Jason.
Jason.
Or did you say fun? I mean, it's his literal name he used for a decade.
Alright, Axe is owning. Oh, is he sending the illusion in?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
5
big.
seconds
This is
duration,
hype.
but oh well, they jumped the illusion. They hit it with all 5 heroes.
Got his dumbass.
And now the Roshan might be in danger. Now Dire are aware they will at least attempt to contest it. Karan is smoked, as are the rest of Apes. And now they're starting to throw in damage. Void has to time walk away, and well, ooh, good blink away with Macho Man. Mars Arena was wasted, but blink call certainly will hit. Though Breezy R simply appears to be running away from the Centaur.
Alright. Alright, we're missing some spells. That's what I like to see.
Alright,
into
they're
the
back in
roll
again.
shot. Oh,
He does have lifesteal on Void, so he can slowly and eventually hit it.
they somehow have wards on both the high grounds. That's pretty neat when you're taking Roshan. If you just see everybody.
Yeah, Dire do not have
Doss?
that advantage. They only have the one ward.
What?
Doss has the haunt up. He can't rejoin anytime.
Well, do you not see both the wards? There's one like.
Yeah, I
here.
mean, looking at the
Like,
Radiant
going a
Vision,
little
yeah.
deeper. Yeah.
Radiant Vision have the ward on this high ground on the top side, no, on this side as well. The latter of which on the Radiant side
Easy
probably not
R.
even needed, but and they tried to find the blind blink call. There was no Dire ward for it, but apparently Dire ward not needed. They will simply run into the Roshan pit. Roshan is half HP thanks to Radiance. Hyper has Chrono, might look for it here. Goes in, has Chrono. Never mind, does not use Chrono. BKB used. Chrono only used on 2. And now Jinx goes down. Morcus is used. Master Man down to half HP. Hyper is in BKB trying to fight, but his BKB's over. Karan has the Yules. Now he's in the arena as well. Spear is there. Void is being focused. Lars is trying to defend them. He will time walk away, but Blink call once again there. And Master Man goes down. The Winter's Curse is there, but nobody will die in it. Sawyer Green is still trying to do damage, but he might just die here. But he will actually dodge it with the Remnants. And now Call once again there. It's on the Nyx Assassin. It will be a dieback to that Calling Blade, and also the TP was canceled on Wyvern, so Wyvern. It wasn't no TP, but he died regardless. Now Blink Call is once again there, and Ember Spear as well from Karan. It's a massive kill, and none of these 4 heroes were dead. Have buyback, so the Aegis goes to Doss once again. This time though, under much better circumstances.
Hell yeah, let's go DOS. I'm glad we have our monitor on finally. Took you a little while to find the power button. We're getting to it. Alright. Badger, what are you telling the boys right now to rally the troops?
Hope they dive and punish, because at this point it's... I don't think you can pull it back through pure power of will or outplay. I think you have to legitimately hope they fuck up at this point.
That's the way you rally your troops?
I'm a realistic general. I don't lie to my troops. I tell them, hey, try to bait them in. Maybe we'll corner them with the fountain or something. That's the idea, because
I do quite a bit of LARPing, and that's one of the rules. Is you gotta lie to them. Come on, guys, we're better than this. You know what? That actually doesn't matter.
that would be also a bold statement to make there.
But that is pretty embarrassing.
A little bit, yeah.
Alright, this Lena player didn't buy the Ags or the Shard. He chose the E-Blade. You know what the E-Blade does? It saves his team from Void. What a team player.
You see a lot of players on Dire have done that, actually. You see the E-Blade on Melina and the Halberd on Karan there. Both items pretty much only to ruin Void's game.
Well, Karan stinks, man, you know what I mean? He doesn't actually know what's going on. Nah, just kidding. Karan, he's pretty young. That guy's up all hours of the night. It's pretty impressive. I have respect for Karan. I send him a lot of stupid messages at night, and he actually responds to them seriously. And that's something that, I've never actually heard this guy's voice. But we've had some good talks, man to man, macho me macho. Holy shit, they're going on.
DOS has that Aegis. Smee is still fighting. Blink Call is now there on 2 Alaris. Hoofstomp is there though on the 2 members of Dire, but now in comes Karan, was sent in by Skater. Hyper's in the BKB. He's also in the Cold Embrace though, so BKB was wasted. Now DOS is jumping around in those Haunt Illusions constantly. Blink Call is there onto the Faceless Void, and he will escape thanks to that Time Walk, though Ember will not be so lucky. Curse is there on 3, but Karan, the target, is fine. Scatter Blast is there onto the 2, and of the 2 that were hit, the Wyvern will die, and once again, it's a Blink Abyssal by Breezy into a call onto Hyper, and he dodged the Hoof Stomp of Manta as well. Fantastic play there. Natural Man will go down. The GG is called. What a good Manta dodge by Breezy R.
That was all luck, man. By Breezy? Yeah, Breezy probably had skill on it. Because again, that guy stinks, you know what I mean?
That was beautiful.
He just plays games all day. Shower, what's that? I bet you he's one of those guys who believes that you don't need to wash your hair because eventually your scalp will take care of it. I bet you that's what Breezy does. How often do you wash your hair, Badger?
At least once a day, sometimes twice a day.
You wash your hair twice a day?
I mean, it depends how sweaty I get. If I'm working out, I might shampoo it twice a day.
What kind of shampoo do you use?
I use I think it's Suave Coconut.
Oh, you got that curly hair.
No, I just like how coconut smells.
You like how coconut smells?
I do actually.
Do you also like mint ice cream?
I do actually.
Alright, I'm fucking out of here. Jesus Christ. What else do you like? You still use the Axe deodorant? The Axe cologne? I bet you were big into it. Like the chocolate one?
No, I was never a body spray guy. Never a body spray guy.
Really? What was your cringy middle school thing?
I was like 120 pounds then, so I just kind of looked pretty cringy. Keep in mind, I was like 6'4" at the time, so it was
In middle school, you were 6'4", 120 pounds?
It did not look good.
6'4", 120 pounds.
It was not good.
I feel like that's just not mathematically possible.
I was very skinny.
6'4".
Let's put it this way: I was not done growing yet. I was had to get both taller and wider, and the wider made it fill out the frame a lot more.
So my thing was I've really adapted it. So I don't even know if it's a cringy phase. It's the cutoff shirts. I used to wear those to school all the time because I like, I got into lifting weights in like 7th grade, 8th grade, and I saw like my shoulders like looked somewhat muscular, and I was like, hell yeah, let's show this off. And that was my thing. So like every picture from me in middle school, I got the no sleeves. Like I did it with everything, dude. We had like a middle school graduation, because I'm from an inner city and they have like 400 kids on like each block that all graduate. And my gown, you know what I mean? Like your graduation gown.
You cut
I
off
cut
your
the
gown?
arm. I cut off the arm. I cut off the arms on that for the graduation. It was pretty sick.
Jesus.
And I have a lot of respect for younger me. Younger me is a lot cooler than older me. You know how like there's like those motivational posts? It's like, the you from 5 years ago is smiling at the you now. I've totally let myself down. Like I should be so much cooler than what I am. Like, look at me, dude. I'm talking to some guy who likes mint fucking ice cream.
If you haven't tried it, it's very good tasting, sir. It's
Not good, man.
it is good.
You're just lying to yourself.
You
You're just fucking lying to yourself.
I'm not. I think it tastes pretty good. It's not
No,
like
you don't.
I do. Listen. I remember me and my squire were talking with like Snow and stuff, and Snow was saying the same thing. Like mint ice cream sucks. And that same night, me and Mike went out and got some fucking mint chip ice cream. Because fuck Snow.
You like your steaks well done?
No, I actually prefer rare.
Yeah, okay.
If I don't trust the chefs, I go medium rare, but usually I go rare.
What do you mean you don't trust the chef?
Like if I go to Outback Steakhouse, I'm getting a medium rare rather than rare, because
Outback Steakhouse? Dude, I went to a restaurant for the first time in like a year, Badger. It was pretty nice. I went to some like local barbecue place. And I kind of regretted it, man. I felt like I would have had a much better time just bringing it home and talking to my best friends. Fuck, I don't have a best friend anymore, do I? Do I need my best friend, Badger?
sure.
No, you didn't believe that. That didn't sound very sincere.
Because it wasn't. That's usually
So
not the sort of thing where you'd approach that from that angle, where it's like, yes, this is a conscious thing you do, where it's...
Really?
It's usually a process, it takes more time than that.
A process? Oh. I'm not trading giraffe pics away. Come on. Dude. I feel like that's
Sam
exactly how you make your
please.
best friend. I feel like all my friendships, I just assume they're my friend, and that's how it works out. And, maybe it gets me in a lot of trouble because I make the assumption that we're boys, and we're not really boys, we're just acquaintances. It's like you, I'm making fun of you for like lying to yourself about liking mint chocolate chip or mint ice cream. I just can't fucking... So when you go to like Dairy Queen, right? You're gonna look at like the cookie dough blizzard. Maybe they got the cotton candies in season. Or we got the Butterfinger and Reese's mix. And you're gonna turn all that down and get some fucking mint bullshit, huh?
Last time I went to Dairy Queen, I got a chicken tenders basket and a mint Oreo blizzard.
They have fucking chicken tenders at Dairy Queen?
One thing
And you
is,
got them?
they're delicious, actually. They're very good.
Badger, what the fuck?
I love Dairy Queen's food, dude. It's fantastic. They have they have flame broiled burgers, but unlike Burger King's, they're actually good meat inside. It's delicious.
What the fuck is flame broiled?
I don't know what it is. I
is
just know how it tastes. It's good, man. I can't really like. I can't articulate what flame broiled means, but my taste buds can tell the difference.
Badger, lie to me and tell me what flame broiled means. I want you to come up with a conclusion of what it
I
means.
like the grill marks, man. I don't know, man. You think about like a lot of like these fast food places. They have the flat top grills, right? But
okay.
Like the flame broiled ones, they have the lines on them. Like I'm not a culinary expert. I can't really tell you what it means, but I know what it tastes like. And it tastes delicious.
And you get it from Dairy Queen.
Yeah, most Dairy Queens don't have it, but there's the grill and chill Dairy Queens that have like the full menus, and those are my jam.
Do you call it the grill and chill?
No, that's the official. They put it on the restaurant face, where it's a DQ grill and chill, where they have the full menu and obviously the ice cream and stuff. But I prefer those over the ones where it's just like basically ice cream and hot dogs, you know.
There's hot dogs at Dairy Queen?
Yeah, like even the one in the ghetto that only has like the limited menu. It's like blizzards, ice creams, and hot dogs, and that's it.
Dude, you're out of your fucking mind trying to get goddamn hot dogs from an ice cream place.
I never have, but I look at menus. I pay attention, sir. I pay attention.
Dude, Badger definitely goes to like Buffalo Wild Wings and gets a fucking chicken wrap, don't you?
Whoa, did that what? No. Dude,
Badger.
what? You actually that's libelous. Saying I get a chicken wrap at I get wings. It's got the name.
That's what I thought Dairy Queen was too. I thought Dairy Queen was just an ice cream place.
They got
But lo and
food
fucking
too.
behold,
It's
Badger, the ice cream experts over here getting fucking chicken tenders.
you can get chicken tenders with your ice cream. It's called a full meal. Is your entire
I
meal
just-
gonna be a blizzard, another blizzard?
I can't fucking believe you just get mint ice cream.
It's
You
good.
go out of you get out of your way. You go out of your way, right?
I do.
You look at a perfectly good day, perfectly good meal, and you say, "Fuck yeah, mint." You look, you know, it's usually some pretty attractive ladies working at the Dairy Queen. You look at her and you say, "Yes, my name is Badger. I'm 6'6", 170 pounds."
I'm a lot heavier than that now. Trust me.
Okay, I'm Badger. I'm 6'6", 350 pounds, and I would like your finest mint ice cream. And not only your mint ice cream, good my lady, I would like that mint ice cream with a hot dog
Oh, God.
and a flame boiled burger. Forgo the spoon, I will be using the hot dog and the chicken tenders to scoop my ice cream out. That's what you tell them.
I have never gotten a hot dog from Dairy King. I look at menus. I know how to read, sir. I know they
That's
exist.
just a sin. That's just a fucking sin. You can't, dude. You can't just do that.
Am I not allowed to read the menus at places I frequent?
Yes, that is indeed correct.
So, if you go to McDonald's, you're not allowed to like read on the stuff in the menu. Like, all right, you can't tell if they have apple pies or not.
You don't know what you're getting when you go before you go to McDonald's.
I know what I'm getting, but it's like you look at the menu and maybe next time it's like, hey, I can order this thing next time. You know, it's paying attention.
That's not how it works.
What do you do two things at once? You can say words into a loudspeaker thingy while simultaneously using your eyes to read things.
No, Badger, you're better than this, my friend. You're better than this. So, like, when you go to McDonald's, I don't even know like what to say here.
You know, when I go to McDonald's, I get I get a mint McFlurry.
They have mint McFlurries at McDonald's.
So if you read the menu, you know if I was bullshitting you or not.
No, there's no way.
How do you know?
They're
You
like-
don't read the
they're like-
menu. How are you supposed to know?
Dude, they have the fucking Oreo and the M&M, and that is fucking it.
They actually
There's
have
no- there's
they have caramel brownie blizzard as well. Actually,
A what?
a caramel
Car-
brownie blizzard. You wanna
At
know how I know that?
McDonald's.
Because I read the fucking menu. I have eyes.
Are you like easily persuaded? Is that your thing?
I'm
Do
not.
you
I'm
look
not
for new experiences for food in your mouth?
I enjoy
I-
doing that. Yes.
You just go out on the night and say, "I don't really know what we're doing tonight, babe, but we're gonna go there. We're gonna read some menus. You know, we're gonna have ourselves a nice time here." That's what you're telling me, huh?
So okay, so if you're going to a restaurant, let's just say you're going to, I don't know, Buffalo Wild Wings, right? You don't want to like read what wing flavors they have. If you're going with somebody, you just want to say,
You think
I
I
know
got
what
money
flavors.
for Buffalo Wild Wings?
10 seconds.
Buddy, the only reason I got money is because I tap an Uncle Joe's pocket every goddamn Sunday, alright?
5 seconds remaining.
Around here in this house, we do two things. We love God, and we pick up single moms at Applebee's. And yes, I do happen to know every menu at Applebee's, but that is through the sheer power of God, and not through, and repetition,
Team pick.
and not through a vigorous study schedule, in which I take 3 hours out of my day to memorize the prices of Applebee's. Because that's the beautiful thing about Applebee's. You can get blackout drunk, you know. You can be a little intimidated by your waitress, you know, maybe she's a little pretty, so you want to kind of splurge. And you can absolutely spend, you know, 8,000 calories of food, and you'll check the bill in the morning, and it'll be like $8.99. And that's with the tip. So, I don't know about you, but I don't have the time, nor the money,
10 seconds.
nor the values, truthfully, or the ability to disrespect
5
people,
seconds remaining.
and just sit there and, yeah, I'll have, I can't even think of anything fucking stupid to do at McDonald's, along with their mint fucking McFlurry.
The fact that I've gotten you this fired up for the last like
I'll
15 straight minutes is making me die of laughter. I tell you to know.
I'll have
that.
you.
I have tears in my
You're-
eyes from laughing at your dumb ass right now.
Your Mick peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have that flame broiled. And
No, they have a flat top, not there, not flame broiled, sir.
well, I'm sure you could ask if you read the fucking menu. I'm sure it's
I did a project for my managerial accounting course on lean operations and 6 minute sequence at McDonald's. I'm very familiar with their grill setup. They do not have a flame broiler back there.
You did a research project on McFucking-Donald's.
Well, I wanted to see their process, see if it could be made more efficient in terms of operations, and it turns out no, they've already done that. They hired they hired professionals to do that before.
There's no fucking way McDonald's has a single inaccuracy in any of its functions throughout the day.
Maybe somewhere they do, but in terms of like the line grilling, they have the process like well ironed out. You know, they have timers and like guns for the ketchup and mustard and shit. They're good to go, dude.
Yeah, of course they got it together, because they're expecting, you know, hello, welcome to McDonald's, how can I help you? Oh, hello, welcome to McDonald's, how can I help you? And you know, the guy's gonna say, can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? You know, make sure I get a large Fanta orange with no ice, because I want the full amount of liquid in my cup. You know, we can pretend we're a white woman and we want our fries non-salted, so they're made hot for us. And I forgot to ask my kid. Hold on, would be a cool kid. Xander, my son, my love of my life. What can I get you?
I want to have you.
You want mint ice cream? He wants nothing. He doesn't get anything. And that's what they do. They don't have fucking time for more. Hello, sir, how can I help you? Welcome to McDonald's, how can I help you? And you have fucking Badger rolling up. Yeah, give me about 6 minutes here to read your menu and all your specials. I'm actually gonna call corporate to make sure you're including everything on here, because I want to know about the secret items.
This is a character assassination.
I know.
This is a character assassination.
I know you guys got shit back there that you don't put on the menu. I know there's some fucking heat on that menu that I could have that you're holding from big old Badger here. Ah, yeah, the mint ice cream. My favorite. These guys... I just can't fucking believe it.
This has literally been like 18 straight minutes of you being held up on
It's
this.
so fucking stupid that you get mint fucking ice cream when you go out.
So you're implying that every time I exit my house, it's like, alright, instead of like going to work, I'm like, gonna go to my local supermarket and buy a fucking pint of mint ice cream instead of doing my life. That's the implication.
My ice cream from the supermarket too? What the fuck?
Do you not buy ice cream from your supermarkets?
No! You know, Badger, I'm already damn near 300 pounds. You know how fucking large I'd be if I just sat there and scooped ice cream in my mouth? Fuck, I wouldn't be that large if I got mint fucking ice cream and that's what put me on. I'd probably be fucking skinny.
Listen, it is, I'm telling you, man, if I ever see you, I will bring you some fucking mint ice cream and you will enjoy it, or I will...
You wanna fucking punch me in the mouth next after that too, or what?
I will tie you up to a fucking chair in your basement until you learn to love mint ice cream, I swear to God.
Badger, that's ridiculous. Mint ice cream. There's no way.
There's no way.
I'm serious. Yeah, way.
You're an impersonal young man in your life, right? Let's say the first time you had mint ice cream, right? You probably got it from, you know, an uncle or a grandpa or like a cousin, you know, who took you out for ice cream.
It's probably accurate.
Say that again.
It's probably accurate, yeah.
10 seconds.
And you know what that male figure thought to himself? We're gonna get this stupid skinny fuck some mint ice cream so he doesn't like ice cream, and yet here you are, somewhere in your fucking 20s, and you unironically get mint fucking ice cream with chicken tenders when you go to the fucking store.
Okay, a Dairy Queen is different from a supermarket, sir. You're mixing the two food establishments up. And yes, I do.
That's insane.
Yeah, yes, I do.
That's not good for you, Badger. I feel like that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. There's so much good in the world. You know what I mean? We got coupons. Those are really good.
Don't get me started on coupons.
What else do we have? What else do we have that's good in the world? We have grandmas and old black ladies. Those fall in two categories. Because you always call them like Miss, you know, Gladys or whatever the
10
fuck
seconds
old people's names are. Those people are always good.
5 seconds.
You got people walking on the street. Those are always good people.
Mm.
What else is good in the world? Wiener dogs. You got wiener dogs. Those are good for the world. And you like mint fucking ice cream, man.
Team pick.
Speaking of things
Yo,
that are not mint ice cream, we have some Dota heroes on our screen currently. We have 6 of them. We've not
Yeah,
talked
and they're
about.
less important than you liking mint ice cream.
You're really hung up on it tonight, aren't you?
Alright, so I really like this league because so far we've gotten one position 5-hero picked out of 4 like support picks, you know what I mean? Or 8 support picks. We've had one fucking 5-hero picked because they now have a 5 lion. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they're gonna really change it up and it's gonna be offlane Tusk with 4 lion, and they're gonna pick a new 5-hero here, and
Team pick.
that's just not what fucking happens.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the slaughter 3. I'm sure.
You know, really just ignores it. You know, Badger, why would we pick a 5-hero when we could pick 2 4-heroes? This is like, Badger, this is exactly like getting chicken tenders from a fucking Dairy Queen. You just don't follow the laws of society. That's what we're having right now.
It's got good breading. The meat is of a decent enough quality, sir.
It's got good. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That can be our justification for getting fucking chicken tenders from an ice cream place. They got some slapping fucking breading.
It's true. It's Killer Karate. My peer Killer Karate agrees with me, and I quote: "Tendies at Dairy Queen are delicious as well." He agrees with me here. He's on the same
Killer
page.
Karate has red hair. His opinion just doesn't fucking matter.
And that man is he suffers enough in life, you know. There's no need to bully him. You know, he has red hair. He enjoys Dota. He's a Timberwolves fan. He suffers enough. There's no need to bully him.
That's unfortunate.
There's no need to bully him.
Well, I guess they have like they have like the really cool thing where they beat the Saints every year in Minnesota, right? Like whenever they're in the playoffs, and it's the Vikings and Saints, you just know that you're gonna meet the Saints,
10
and you're gonna
seconds
beat them
remaining.
in some bullshit way. Yo, these guys have Hoodwink.
They do. That's Breezy R Classic. I'm surprised they made it
That's
this
what I was
long.
gonna say. Young Breeze Nasty. Yo,
I don't know if they just forgot to ban it or if they wanted to play against it, but it is certainly here right now.
What happened to Redbot 6? Did he just give up on the game? I feel like those guys were boys.
I have no idea.
But, alright. You know what? Respect. Whole lot of respect. We got, just no laws in this place. So we have, like, hey, Tiny, which is dope. Is Tiny Ag still, like, the tree volley bullshit?
Yeah, it's good in like a 2 tiny if they're gonna run in mid.
Yeah, that thing fucking sucks.
Probably a 4 tiniest game though. They'll probably run the Void Carry, Hoodwink mid, Tiny 4, A5, looking at a 3 currently for Radiant.
Alright, respect. Respect.
I think it makes the most sense given it's
Alright.
a Breezy R hoodwink, presumably.
All right. So besides the fact that they have like 2 4 heroes, I've probably come really close to picking this draft that Dyer has, which means it's significantly better than the draft they had last time. Because you know, we actually have damage to kill stuff. You know, we got the slaughter lion, which kills stuff. You know, we got stuns, Badger, is what we're getting at here. And we got big things that punch. And we got Tiny, who's a big tree. Dude, what is Tiny supposed to be? Big old rock. But why does he have a tree? Because trees, like,
10
cannot grow on
seconds
rocks.
The
You know
thing
what I
is, if a rock, say, is like falling down a cliff, it can carry a tree with it, you know, it's... Yeah, you have to imagine
Alright.
where the rocks come from, like some
You
kind
know
of
what?
like
I'll believe that.
random like deciduous forest. If like a rock came to life, it became this corporeal moving beast. Well, what weapon could he find nearby other than using another rock? Which that'd be kind of lame, you know, like a rock using a rock as a weapon. It's a tree.
Alright. You know what? I respect it. The issue I have here, Badger Sama, if I can,
10 seconds.
Go for it.
is these guys first pick Void,
5 seconds remaining.
and they didn't do that thing where they save people from Chrono. And like they don't have like there's not like a good carry here. Like the one that's like most obvious to me is Anti-Mage here.
That
But,
was
like,
banned.
That got banned a long time ago. And it's like what the fuck else is left? We got like Medusa is gone.
That hero's very gone.
And they're still first banning it. This team picks Darkseer.
Yeah, now it's like, alright, what hero is good against tiny Darkseer lane that's not banned currently? That's...
Quite a lot, my friend. Quite a lot.
I feel like a lot of the heroes who can lane well aren't necessarily here. Like, say you're like Luna, right? Can lane well into Darkseer Tiny. But then suddenly in the fights, your Darkseer just gets the Luna illusion.
You know what I like? I like this Sven. And I think this Sven is the correct pick. However,
Actually, yeah, I can't think of another good carry for
we're
Dagger.
gonna... Who's this hyper? I don't know what this hyper guy is.
Plays
It looks
scary
like,
heroes.
oh, really bad. Fucking brilliant,
He
Badger.
does play carry.
I am so fucking glad you decided to interrupt my goddamn topic to tell me that the carry player plays carry heroes. Jesus, you're so smart, Badger. You're so handsome. And I somehow, out of all this shit, I somehow didn't come up with Ursa because one, I had to think this whole fucking time with rage in my eyes that this motherfucker likes mint fucking ice cream and just doesn't abide by the laws of society. And somehow he cuts me off when I'm trying to come up with carry heroes and give you, the great insight from, your former champion and a team that, instantly disbanded because we felt a little too dominant, it was a little too easy. You had this mind ready to bring you the fucking news, and here you go, you cut me off in mid-sentence to say some stupid shit. And now look, here we are. We're here. They picked the Ursa, a hero which donks on everything, because like the enrage thing, you press Q, like you get ALT, then you press Q, and then that ALT is basically fucking over. I'm not Badger. Maybe you've seen it before, but I've not seen the Hoodwink versus Void Spirit matchup. But I imagine it goes pretty dang for the Void Spirit. If you would have to guess, would you be a betting man on that situation?
It's one of those situations where I'm guessing Breezy R has more experience in the matchup than Slayer Green does. Because I mean, I'm sure as a Hoodwink fan, he's played this Hoodwink Void Spirit matchup at least 5-10 times. On the flip side, I'm not even sure if Slayer Green's ever played this matchup on the other side. So you could have the matchup experience familiarity there as an advantage.
I mean, this Void Spirit hero is really hard to fuck up, which is the cool thing. This is the kind of stuff you give your mid laner when he feels a little lost in the sauce. And that's the word I'd use to describe what we saw in the Ember. He went
you know, he identified that someone in his team needed to buy Vessel on Ember, but instead of like, you know, realizing his team had a damage issue, and instead of dealing with it himself and buying like
Oh boy. Tosses
You know-
there onto Tusk. Is there Killing Touch? Hell yeah, there is, and well, Jinx is very dead here. Yeah, First Blood will go to Doss as well, so fantastic start there in Faceless Void.
what the fuck is that?
30 seconds to battle.
I
You
just
know what?
walked uphill, no vision with boots into 4 heroes.
Dude, if I'm Tusk there and I die like that, I'm just calling these guys shit. And I'm like railing my team and saying, look what these morons are doing. And that's how you get the troops ready. Because that's the thing about Dota, you know, it's about disrespecting the enemies as much as possible, right? And that's not even like you know,
The battle
a me being funny thing. That's actually just the case. You have to like assume the enemy team is morons all the time. And then you have to like make sure you don't give them compensation for being morons.
They're certainly showing a bit of disrespect here. They tried to attempt for that dire tri-camp rune even. They went for 3 different runes, only ended up with 1, but considering considering First Blood happened, we'll see.
Yep, Badger coughing out. That's right. That's right. All right, Badger.
I'm dying of coughing, apparently. I got some more water, we're good.
Is Kron a big Darkseer guy? It doesn't look that way. It looks like he's just taking 5 tower shots.
Yeah, not ideal.
God, I love this game, dude. I love how everybody in this game is like, what would you say? Top 0.5% of Dota players, and we all fucking suck still.
Yeah.
We're all absolutely awful. Did you take your overlay off? I bet you didn't.
I didn't actually. I was very distracted. Good call on that one.
Yeah, of course, I'm on it. I'm on it, man. I never miss. I don't even
I
like
was
see anything.
a little bit distracted, slight distracted.
Alright. Alright. So it looks like Breezy is doing okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, Skater
looks like
is not
Skater
okay.
is
Bash
not
is there.
doing
Tag team was a little bit late though, so they could not get the kill there, and Skater's gonna be okay.
And yeah, okay. You know, the thing with Slardar that's really cool is that this hero or like the issue with it and why it's so cool is because this guy needs like his 4-player to be like a ranged hero and to do a bunch of damage and trade like effectively so that he can like 1v1 the carry.
has been killed.
But he also like needs something to like someone to start for him because he can't level sprint. You know what I mean? Like you have to level your other skills to lane. And so that's the issue with the Slardog. But Tuss does a pretty good job at it, right? Because he can kind of bonk the AA once he gets level 2 and stuff. And we're getting the something unblocked. In the top lane,
And they're also
someone's
running
getting-
at fun. Madrain was there. There was a little bit of Furious Types there from Hyper, but not enough to get a kill there.
And in the
onto
bottom lane!
Yeah,
Dawes
they're
getting
going
the
in there.
bonk.
Crush is up. So there will be a kill onto Dawson. Jinx might go down for it. Snowball is there onto Skater. There's
Oh, wow.
a cold feet and a right click though from Skater. Question is, can the AA go down? Bash is up in one more hit, and they will get the kill there for the Crush instead. So double kill there for Macho Man, and 2 games in a row, Macho Man on the offlane getting a lot of kills.
Skater doesn't have a fairy fire. That's like what you buy on supports. What a boss, man. No respect for the elders.
He's got a bunch of salve queued up right now. Gotta keep DOS high HP apparently.
Yeah, I mean that's the cool part about playing 5 is that, you know, again the rules don't apply. Huh. You know, I'm still a little confused. Okay, this guy's dead. Or like he has no health. And he's queuing for CS.
Acorn shot's up too. He needs to be a little bit careful there in the Void Spirit. Breezy R might go for a dive here.
Yo, did you know that if you like right click Acorn Shot, it keeps that on autocast and it always creates a tree?
I did not know that.
That seems a little illegal.
I have never played Hoodwink, so I have zero idea how heroes played, to be honest.
Alright. Alright, respect. So, the Matt... How do we say this guy? Matt...
Macho Man.
Like Macho Man, but Matt Joe?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Badger, have you ever seen like the WWF clip of when the Ultimate Warrior returns after like 4 years of retirement and just sprints for like half a mile through the stadium?
I have not, but it sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. Holy. When's the last time you watched the 1996 Hell in the Cell? King
About
of
a
the
year
Ring,
ago.
which-
About a year ago.
That match is pretty sick, isn't it?
Actually was fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, there's a two-man Earthspike top lane, though there's an Avalanche and a Vacuum used onto the line. Lion, though, is still fine, and he will walk away from any danger, it appears. Unless something gets tossed into Darkseer right now, which is possible. They are hitting him, they need a little more damage, and they will get the kill there. So now, there's 3 kills for the Apes, and only 2 kills currently for the side of If Only You Were Older.
I need opting for a Tranquil Rush. That seems a little out of place. I think you just need to buy Blink to start for it. Like, because you're kind of the one starting everything.
Avalanche toss once again there, this time on Hyper, and Hyper went down there before the Lion respawn. So good parlay there for Radiant. They killed one, then they killed another. Though bottom lane, a little bit of brawling going on. Doss actually aggressively time walks in. Cold Feet is there at Macman, but the snowball will make sure he doesn't get frozen to death. Now Jinx and Macman try to kill Doss. Oh, what's a bad... Oh, no, it's a disastrous shards, actually. It was going to say fantastic shard, but it's fantastic for the side of the Radiance. Disastrous for the Tusk player. And Doss now, okay, he's salved by Skater, and
yeah, I
good
feel
time
like Matt Joman is not very happy with like what's happened, like what's inspired. Like, I'm pretty sure Jinx like party kills with these guys a lot. And so, like, I don't think this is, like, an unfamiliarity thing. But, like, he got a double kill, and he's still, like, getting owned in CS. Well, he's not owning, which means he's getting owned, right?
Dire's middle tower is under
And I feel like you can't be... Like, he probably had to buy, like, his own regen and stuff.
Dire's
I don't know, man. I'm...
Dire's middle tower is under
alright,
feel like
Sharpshooter,
Jinx is-
middle lane? Perhaps? Wait, never mind.
Yeah,
I
that
forgot.
should
He's
never
a
happen.
Void Spirit, he's fine.
He's insta, like, locking Yules and not, like, Orchid or anything to kill Void. And he's
Alright,
dead.
Bushwhack is there. A little more damage is still needed, though. Acorn Shot is up into Remnant is there. Brings the Hoodwink under tower, but it's not good for Alaris, actually. He'll end up dying to the Acorn Shot, though. Breezy barely survives, and it's a good solo kill there in the mid lane. Meanwhile, top lane, we're seeing Darkseer, very low Ursa going in there, needs one more hit. We'll get the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Macho Man and Jinx go in onto Skater, get the kill there on the Ancient Apparition with the Crush and the tag team. So everywhere you look, all 3 lanes, somebody dies.
What is Slaughter by? Bracer? Where's his courier?
Or just like what, Bracer, Treads,
Yeah, he's
Blink,
just buying his
probably?
own regen. I think that's the issue. I think supports is such a sad role right now because all you do is buy your core like stuff. You know what I
Oh
mean?
god,
and the
top lane, Tiny's incredibly dead there. Earthspike Hex we're using, well, it's level 6 Ursa.
Breezy's here.
Sharpshooter is up, they're going in for the Ursa. He does have Enrage though, if he wants to use it, I'm sure he will soon. Sharpshooter actually already was committed for the break, but Hyper still alive there with the Enrage. Earthspike is there on 1 as well. Yeah, Salve is used, Hyper simply walking away from the danger.
Bottom lane, Void Spirit's getting ready to donk on some people.
Yeah, he has rotated over, though Fun is there, has Avalanche. Stunts too, but he will pay for that one, I'm sure.
Oh, he
Remnant
just
missed,
jogged away.
actually, but yeah. Astral Step there. Dissimulate there. Tiny, no longer there.
Huh. You know, I get it that he's like scared or something,
middle tower is under
but I feel like he's maybe like trying to win by buying Yules, if that makes sense. Like, all these spirit heroes have this cool thing where you can kind of like forego defensive items because you can always just kill the person who can kill you, right? Like, as Storm versus Quap, you don't like buy Yules before your Orchid because you just buy your own Orchid and you hope you can kill him before, right? And I think Void Spirit's like the same exact way, where he's scared of like Chrono and shit killing him, right? But he can also just kill the Void Spirit. Where's Breezy? What's he doing? He's bottom lane with the urn.
Got double damage and trying to use it, but I guess we'll use it to
Yeah, they have
get
they
small
have a
creeps.
deep wood or something, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
to
they
spot him
see
out there.
So Doss, he's hanging out, he's chilling. He's probably thinking about what he's having for a
Vacuum,
nice
toss are there. Oh yeah, Lion's is dead. Simply a
doing
dead
there?
man. Was trying to contest the farming of the small camp, and well, Darkseer Tiny punished him very easily.
Alright. Hey, he's getting level 6, which is cool. Because Tiny wants book, like regardless of his level. Because he wants like 441 as fast as possible. But Badge, what I'm implying here is that I feel like looking at a bunch of people on Dire who are like, they're not playing the most like aggressive, right?
Mid lane, they're diving for the Lion. Ice Blast was missed though. So now Remnant is there in Breezy R. Skater actually simply TPing to the bottom lane to help Doss. And as that happens, Breezy R drops low. He'll kill the Lion though. Meanwhile, bottom lane Chronosphere is there on Macho Man, and he will die as well. So 2 kills for one across the map, but certainly in this case, it's in favor of the Apesimps. Apesimps, I should say.
Come on. Let's have some respect. Let's respect pronouns, Badger.
Listen, if your team name is literally spelled Apesimps, it's kind of hard to say Apes Imps. You know?
No, that's. Yo, what's Tiny doing? He's in the bone zone.
He's in danger currently. Remnant is there, will be used. Snowball Tag Team are there as well. Avalanche is due to delay.
It's fine.
Yeah, she's fine. Okay.
What a boss. You gotta respect people, Badger. It's current year, my friend. I toss in my fun Breezy. He misses every spell, but he gets the courier.
Acorn shot is there on Jinx. He'll simply walk away, but he's walking away into DOS. He will snowball though to his creep. Sharpshooter is there, and it will hit on Jinx, but there's not enough damage just yet. Toss is now there, but it's still slightly short on damage. Unless the Acorn shot gets him, it does.
That's so unfortunate.
Tail end of the Acorn shot gets Jinx, although the Ice Blast possibly could have hit him as well there had he have just kept walking.
But to get to an earlier point before you so rudely cut me off, but you know what do you expect from a guy who likes mint ice cream?
So, what are you gonna? It's not my fault they're doing action, you know. They're just fighting.
We have like a lot of like people who aren't playing for like the best or like the best case scenario, right? Like Slaughter is buying a lot of regen items because he wants to like sustain chrono, like he wants to sustain getting chronoed. This guy's buying Yules for some fucking reason. Maybe like Ion Shell scares them or something. Iris is buying Diffusal, which is pretty boss. But like, I think this team's issue, from what I've seen, is they don't like, they don't YOLO it enough, you know? Into the bottom lane, the big shit coming out, and this guy just fucking died.
Ice Blast, Sharpshooter. Despite having some hood components in his inventory, I guess only to bring health. It certainly was not enough there to survive in that case.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, you're either attacking or defending, right? And when you buy shit like Yules and Hood, you're never attacking.
Alright. Yeah, that man is very dead here. Walked into a 3-man smoke gank, and well, kill will go to... It'll go to Fun, actually, not to DOS, but still. Lion in the grave for the next 22 seconds. And Radiant are picking out that mid-tier 1 tower. Will be a very easy grab for them. Unless somehow they can defend. They're going in now, looking for Breezy R, perhaps. Chrono? Thought about it. They kind of walked in on DOS, but the Chrono was not committed thanks to that Astral Remnants taunting the man, though instead they will walk on over to Jinx. Has Snowball to dodge the Sharpshooter, but he is certainly dead there to that Chilling Touch, and now DOS is not the Macho Man, has Chronosphere, but he's taking a lot of damage there, and he without a finger as well, so good turn there by the Dire, and now Acorn Shot once again there. They are going on to the Hoodwink. Wall, though, is used, and Macho Man is not hit by the Vacuum, actually, and unless Breezy R can find a kill there on Slaughter, this fight appears, yeah, it is over.
It was his ward. Alright. So our set is finishing the fuse all the next like 2 minutes here and 90 seconds, so if you want to calculate it. But middle. Sorry.
Oh, they're just chilling. They're just throwing
But to get to an earlier point, like what Kyle said, I'm still Matt Joman is like with what he can do. He has like well, I guess he maxed bash and he's maxing sprint after, so his stun is kind of whack. And all he can kind of do is like take damage, right? Which isn't very cash money, as those youngsters say.
And so like while I do agree that like you know, all these offlaners buying like Vanguard at 4 minutes is really cool and shit like that. Having pipe only at like 14 is the not cool part of that. But we're seeing a smoke gang gathering on the bottom lane. Karan focusing on the Ags. They're both taking the small camp. His smoke pops on the real Sawyer Green. He
Pushback is there on Slayer
Yeah.
Green. In comes Ice Blast, lit onto 2. She tried to snowball save, could not get off in time, and they both will die. And now, the Lions simply has to run away. They will not find him, but they can instead find this bottom tier 1 tower. It cannot run away to the tri camp.
So it looks like he thinks his play is like using someone then queuing him, or queuing him, queuing them,
Dire's bottom tower is under
and that's like the way he wants to start. Cause like his smoke broke, right?
attack.
And so you should just fucking send her. But alas, he did not fucking send her, and he is now dealing with the unforeseen circumstances. And now the first blink dagger is actually going to be on our Tiny in the game.
Dire's bottom tower.
He's only 3rd gold away, so we'll have that quite
Yeah.
soon there in the Tiny.
And Karan is, you know, a good 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes away from having Ags, and then they're gonna have like a
Dire's bottom
pace, you know. And the way you beat these pace teams is just by fucking killing them before they kill you. But like we have Yules, we have Wood, we don't exactly kill shit very easily, right?
They will still try though. Yule's Remnant combo is there in Breezy R. Dissimulate used, Tag Team used, Earth Spike is there, Walrus Punch is there, and Breezy R no longer there. Skater though will TP away, so it's only a solitary kill, though it is a good kill to get for the Dire.
So like that's, you know, I'm sure he's
And
happy
my
with
Chronos
that.
here top lane, they're going to go on to Hyper. Ice Blast is there, will be used. Ursa at the half HP, but got the Enrage off in time. Now Doss has to time lock away. He timed dies as well at the Hyper, but in comes Macho Man. Has that amp by damage for Skater, but apparently they're just going to walk away on both teams.
Yeah, we need to make a play towards Roshan soon. That's kind of what Ursa's really important with.
The play though is bottom lane
Bottom
vacuum
lane
is there
play.
on 1. Remnant though is there. Lost Punch is there, and once again another long lockdown combo there. This time finds Karan in the bottom lane, and they might try for fun as well, but he's simply walking away there on that Tiny. Top lane though.
Crazy, you're looking for a TP.
Oh god, he's dead on Skater. Sharpshooter is there on Jinx. Jinx is low, but he does snowball. Now in comes Remnant. Was Miss Snowball will be there on Breezy R. He does have Acorn Shot up. Will use it to kill Jinx.
He runs forward instead of running through the trees. Alright, but to get our Dota 2 checklist in, right? Okay, never mind. Blink Dagger Tiny, not up yet. They walk into the Sawyer Green. He's going to pick up the Arcane Rune.
He's incredibly fine, unless somehow he dies here to bushwhack, but I don't think he will.
No word on the hill. Hyper with the TP middle. They find
Remnant
Tiny.
will be there on Tiny. Is there a finger up? It is up. They will not use it though. Instead, mid lane, they're now heading onto Breezy R. Fingers up for that man if they want to. Karan is trying to defend them. Has the wall. It'll hit onto the 2. Vacuum missile with finger will kill Breezy R. Now they're headed for Karan. Remnant once again there. Ice shards.
He's got heals.
Will not hits.
Not looking for anything. They should know Void has no chrono. Void is somehow taking their ancients.
Guess
Respect.
he's found the safest spot on the map. The opposite where he should be.
Alright, alright.
I guess if the
Oh,
enemy,
doing-
if the enemy's not playing there, it is pretty safe.
Doing opposite of what we should do, like you in fucking society by getting mint ice cream, huh?
Alright, I need a
I like
checklist
that.
in the corner for number of mint ice cream references discussed. X though is there
we
on
got-
fun. He does have no blink
Cut
still.
off. No blink yet.
Ice
The
blast
big old blast
comes.
coming out.
It's online.
Lion's just gonna dance it off, hit him with a little. Is that the 2-step truffle? It's something with steps.
The walk in a straight line, press your top button, bother enemy.
The dance he does, come on.
Under attack.
He's got
that
the, he's
man
got the-
has gotten a rhythm online. I don't know. It's not really a step. It's more like a
Dude,
like a shuffle.
he even has the fucking like the clappy things.
Oh
Holy
god,
shit,
Skater's
Macho Man
incredibly
is
dead.
popping him. Breezy with nothing, he's gonna get
The
defused.
defusal
and he's
is
getting
there.
bonked.
Sharpshooter already used. And now they have the Yules there on Karan. Fun though disrupts it for now, but the Remnant's still hit. Now Karan dead. They will look for more. Chronosphere is there. Hits onto 2. They want to kill the Ursa. He's down to 1/3 HP. Bushback stuns him. Macho Man will save him for now. Can he escape? No, he will not on the Ursa. Meanwhile, toss there on Macho Man as well. Slaughter down to 1/4 HP. They are going through the trees. Remnant is there, but only hitting on a creep. They're still trying to chase it onto the Slardar. Can they get to him? Acorn shot? is there. It is bouncing. Macho Man will go down. Meanwhile, Sawyer Green still fighting, looking for Breezy R. He will step away, but now in comes Skater. Has Ice Blast up. Might go for Jinx. Mars Punch could not get there in time on the Breezy R. Now Jinx accepts his death. Is left to die, and it looked good initially for the Dire, but it ended up being a very Radiant heavy win there.
Alright. So we're near an Axe on Void Spirit, and here we're gonna figure out the issue with buying stuff like Ags and Orchids really late, is that Void has Sinjin Yasha. Basically, about 4 minutes before this guy will have his Ags. And that kind of stops you from killing him. This Darkseer's gonna have Iron Shell on himself almost all the time, so that guy has 2k HP, so you can't blow him up. So he has like no options as far as like controlling a quadrant is the word of the map. Yo, Dawson's having the time of his life. Look at him go.
Yeah, I mean the enemy jungle is not being occupied. I mean Ursa did not go for the beef here or anything, so he's just making the aggressive plays, and as a result, the farm zone is all lost.
They still need. It's a little obnoxious that they haven't taken Roshan by 21 minutes with Slardar and Ursa on their team, especially with Ursa having the mask for like 8 minutes or some bullshit. We have like a triple blink now because Tusk has his and Slardar and Lion have theirs, and we're still not like jamming out, right?
Dire's top tower is
Because you'd see teams like not the Toxic Tacos. Fuck, who's the good teams in lads?
Nebula, nearly tilted. Tacos should be good. I think they're good still.
We'd see the good teams
Not
right
Step
now, you
Bro.
know.
What's the name of the name now? Sheesh, they're still good?
Alright, hold on. We gotta fight Bruin in the middle
Yeah,
lane.
Blink Hex is there on
Oh, with the
Darkseer.
catch.
They're headed in. Avalanche
Counter
Toss
turn.
are there in the backlines. Oh, Figure is there, but it's not for a kill this yet. Ball, it's still there. It's huge. Karan dead. Off dead. They'll head to Breezy R. He's half HP, but he's going through the trees. Meanwhile, Jinx, very low. Acorn Shot will kill him. And Hyper in middle wall still being slowed. Yules is there on Doss. Doss, though, still alive. Bushwhack there on Macho Man. He goes down. Meanwhile, Hyper goes down as well to the Tiny. It's a 4-for-1.
Is Void Spirit just not there?
He was there. He was in, like, the periphery of the fight, though. It didn't really do too much, I don't think.
Yeah, that guy's kind of important. It looks like he's walking over their wards too or some shit. It's pissing somebody off. But you probably are used to seeing like faster teams like game plan out this Roshan thing because it's really important to Ursa. Because like imagine there if he had Aegis and he respawns, he can fucking roar again at people and shit, right? He'd go bop everybody. Now like give him momentum and stuff, and instead he gave up 3k gold and your life to a guy who didn't use Chronosphere on you. Yo, Doss is buying AC.
Huh. I mean, they have a lot of minus armor on Dire, so I guess it's like, alright. Let's get plus armor. Let's counteract the Slardar.
Hey Badger, remember that thing I asked you about putting your overlay away?
Yeah.
Take a look at your OBS and tell me if you put your overlay away all the way.
Listen, they did not tag up the game wins properly. That's gonna be there.
Oh, I thought that was for the series count.
No. It's 1-0 Apes. It's not my fault. The lobby host did not tag up a Radiant Game 1 victory.
Oh, classic mint ice cream enjoyer blaming other people for his actions.
Okay. That's too far.
Could you not have stopped them from doing that?
I couldn't.
We're seeing a big smoke come out.
Avalanche Toss, Ice Blast are there on Slardar. Slardar will be hit by Sharpshooter and is still alive though. Ice Blast missed. And now Large Punch is there. It's on Fun, but Jinx appears to have sacrificed himself for the team. Bushwhack is there, and yeah, it's a dead Tusk though. Fun still chasing. Avalanche Toss is up, Blink's up in 10, but yeah, appears to be the end of the fight for now.
The walk away strategy. One of my
perhaps
favorites.
not actually.
Oh, the
They're
walk
headed-
away then walk back in? That's my
They're
mega favorite.
headed for the Void Spirit. Chrono is there. Remnant was there to disrupt a little bit of damage, but Void Spirit taking a lot of damage. Ice Blast
Oh, he
bit
looks
off
for
the
him.
mark, but what just happens?
He lagged, man. He had a
Between
crazy
Skater
fucking
and
lag.
Sawyer Green, what the hell just happened in that fight? Pushback's middle. Ursa's there. Hex is now in onto Breeziar. They're disrupting with that Earth Spike, hitting onto 2, but Lion is still dead. Sharpshooter's there. It is missed. Now that the Breeziar. Breeziar is very low and he will go down. Now Karan has Surge, is trying to escape. Snowball is there from Jinx. It's onto 3. Can they disrupt it? Tosses up in 1. He will toss the Darkseer into Skater. Bonus Avalanche there on 3 has Blink up. Diffusal is there. Now in comes Wall. It's hitting on the Ursa. Ursa trying to fight. Fun very low. Fun will go down. Crush is there onto Karan. And Jinx will search for Skater. Ice Shard misses. Nice fucking bounty rune. What the hell happened with that? What was that Ice Blast in that the Dissimilate? I don't care what was happening. What happened here?
So you have to like the way you cast Ice Blast, right? Is you press R, and the way you release it is you press R a second time. But you have to like actually click R on the location, you know? And he just kind of was feeling himself a little bit. You know what I mean? He thought he was... I don't know. I don't know those people like that to make those kind of things. But Hyper is now popping off. The Black King bar is on the horizon. The mid tower is on the checklist. Ags almost buyable by the real Sawyer. Is there a fake Sawyer Green? I don't get that. But you know what? Respect. Hyper, he has a shard. He is bopping off. He usually gets shard from the second Roshan, which should have been taken, you know, about 4 minutes ago. But we just took the first Roshan, you know, a minute ago. Golly. The funniest thing about that Chrono thing is that the Voice Spirit was 100% fine. And then just decided, you know, I have an item in my shop, or in my inventory, and I don't want to use my courier. Pink's looking for something. He finds nothing because he thought he was checking for a reward. They're all jamming out. Macho Man
is there. Ursa
blink.
Wall is used. Crush though is there on 2. Vacuum's there on 3. In comes Lion. Has Hex and it's there on the Breeziar. Breeziar is still stunned. Now in comes Fawn. Has Toss there on Jinx. Jinx certainly dead, as is the Lion. So both supports will end up dying here. The Cores though, a little more fortunate, easily walking away. Though they do get the mid tier 1 tower for their efforts.
So there we saw the thing of playing slow, where they let, oh Jesus Christ, the real Sawyer Green, he's looking to get tossed, but fun, a little inexperienced with the old toss range. It's a little change probably since this guy jammed out on it. Bone looking for more, the Gleipnir coming out.
Sharpshooter though was missed, toss now hit this time, the Simulate is there to the right. He steps away, meanwhile though Hyper might just get gone on, he instead turns to Fun, and Rage is there, Remnant is there, Fun now, low Fun, still alive. He also gets a toss there on Hyper, and now Bushwhack's there on Alaris. Sawyer Green will go down, they go to Hyper. The bashes are there, the Aegis is gone, and now Dire are respawning. Macho Man off, all there. Buyback there from Voice Spirit as well. Gleipnir is there, but the finger is there on Doss. Doss now dead. Ice Blast hits on 3. They will kill Macho Man with it. They will kill Jinx as well with that Bushwhack damage. Now Remnant there onto Karan. He's Earth Spiked as well. In comes Hyper. Once again, has the Enrage. He heads on to Karan. Karan now dead, and they called it GG, apparently.
Should they win for the Dire team? They get their first of the season!
Imagine if they rulebooked over that one.
Nah, it's not even in the rules. There's no...
Is this no rule over GG meaning GG?
That's just being a loser if you try to enforce that. There is, like, times and place for it, right? There's, like, when you're in their tier 4s, and like 3 people call it, so you go a little psycho, and then 5 people die, and it's like, well, this game apparently isn't over. That's when you pause, ask them, you know, who you offended, and what their problem is. Like, you know, speaking of problems, like liking mint ice cream or getting chicken tenders from an ice cream place. Those are, you know, valid questions you'd probably ask if you were to pause the game.
We'll put the counter up to 12 now.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot higher. You know, if you want to give me a chance to call one of these team fights, I'll even fit into the team fight.
Nah, I'm good, dog. I'm good.
I got him all day. The Ursa Warrior gets the quiver. He decides to pass it off. All right, you know what? Don't need him. The Macho Man. You know, I feel like if you start with the double kill on a hero like Slardar, you should be #1 on net worth.
He's
not at
currently number 6 in that
8,000
worth.
or 9,000. Yeah. That's what's being implied. We see a big smoke gang coming up from the Radiant team.
Yeah, looking at their
Dawson's
vision,
newly acquired AC.
they only see the line currently, though. They saw here on the top wave recently, so they're still just running in there.
We're sprinting through. It looks like Dire had a pretty okay ward there. They probably saw the edge of the smoke, like the particles of it. Maybe, I don't know. I was not looking at them when they pressed the smoke button. Hyper is chilling in the tree's bottom. He has no intention on being found here. But I feel like if you see the smoke, you should take the fight. It's when you don't see the smoke, you should sit in trees like that. But who am I? Oh yeah, I'm fucking Xeriscape, that's right. Alright, Ursa Warrior. Buying the monkey cake bar. Respect.
He wants to hit the hoodwink, apparently. That gives evasion,
Yeah.
right? It gives evasion, so wants
It's
to
like
hit the
evasion in the
hoodwink.
trees, I think, right?
There are definitely a lot of trees. Let's see, 32% in the trees. That's 32% a lot of the time.
That's stupid, man.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Dota sucks at making new heroes. You know that Dawnbreaker's like axe throw thing, whatever hotkey that's on? That goes through Magic Immunity?
Dire's top tower is under
The damage or the
So, like,
slow
the
or all
debuff.
of it or
So it doesn't. It doesn't like. It's like the example here, right? Is like jug spin. You know, you press spin, and he presses like the. I think it's W, right? Like the axe throw thing, and it goes through you. You're the normal jug spin speed during it, but then when you're done spinning, you get the debuff still.
Interesting. So it
This game
persists
sucks,
through
man.
immunity, but doesn't slow through immunity. Okay.
Yeah, this game sucks. This game, absolute garbage. You know what else is absolute garbage too? It's fucking mint ice cream, man. Imagine being such a fucking psycho that you waste your Friday night surplus of calories on fucking mint ice cream. Now, see, personally, I don't know anybody who do something as absolutely insane and criminal, and it might even be a hate crime, truthfully, as getting mint ice cream. But if I were to know that, that would really anger me on a daily basis. So we pressed smoke, we saw Tiny, and now we're not looking at Tiny.
Alright.
What's our plan here, Badger? We just got our hands.
They're just
We got
kind of
our
running
hands in our
around.
pocket. We're looking for a local chicken tender place when you settle on Dairy Queen. Is that what it is?
I mean, it's delicious. It's delicious. They will, though, instead find fun. Crush and Blink is there. Income Ice Blast, though, from Skater. Wall is used. Natural Man still trying to fight. Line getting low. Fun getting low. Both should die. Both will die, but now in comes Charge.
Coming
Oh,
out.
my lord. From
Ooh.
long range. Jinx dead.
Big.
Chrono is up.
Yeah, it's a
Be
double
silent. Oh, it's there on
smoke.
everybody.
Chrono,
It's a disaster.
Chrono.
Bushwhack is there. Macho Man dead. Sawyer Green dead. Hyper dead. That's a full 5-man wipe for the side of Apesimps.
I think Lion figured out why you don't blink on top of people. I think that's what that guy learned today. You know, you blink into range of your spells, but you don't blink into the you know, on top of, you don't blink into their laps, is what we're trying to get at here. It's just gonna take me a really long time to actually get there. Cause that guy literally died to an ion shell that wasn't even meant for him. He got like stuck in the wall, and it was pretty dope, as us youth would say, you know, our actual, you know, the God-fearing youth, not the ones that get mint fucking ice cream. But we're seeing DOS.boss. You know, he's clicking some buildings. He's bought the assault cuirass. I'm not really sure what a cuirass is. I imagine it's some sort of vest.
It's a chest plate
Being-
for its.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
If it's a chest plate, why does it have arms, buddy?
Well, that's.
Look, it has
I
arms.
don't know the time to explain it before the steam fight happens. Snowball is there on to Fun.
like
Vacuum's
Jinx-
there onto. Earthspike actually was there on the 4, but Jinx is still dead. Now Time Walk is in onto the line, and then from long range, Sharpshooter will kill this off play.
Boy,
Now
got
it's
bumped.
onto a second set of barracks for Apesimps. They're at the top set of barracks, they're at the mid set of barracks, and well, range racks are dead, melee racks also dead, and so,
You know what? If I was the coach of the Dire team, and I cared about you know, their well-being and the success of this team, First, I'd make sure I have no morons who get fucking mint ice cream when they go to get ice cream. And secondly, I'd tell them to just trust their instincts and go on stuff. Because they've done a lot of waiting where they like wait for too much information instead of just like YOLOing it and making the best situation out of it, right? Because we've seen a lot of like, you know, we have like 7 blink daggers on Dire. You know, because if you count like Void's ulti as the step as a blink dagger, he has 2 of them, so that's like 6. And like Ursa has like the Q, which is like almost a blink dagger, so it's like 6.5. And Tusk is like the snowball, which is almost like a blink dagger, so it's like 6.75. And then Slardar has sprint, which isn't like blink dagger at all, it's like drums, so it's still 6.75. But like we've had the opportunity to go kill shit a bunch of times, but we're making sure it's okay with the homies before we're going. And that's the issue here. It's like we you know, we bought Yules and shit, right? Which obviously I think is less than ideal. And then we're like we're just waiting. And Badger, in war, you're either attacking or you're defending, right?
Yeah.
You say,
Usually
right?
in war you want to be defending, but in Dota, not the case.
Okay. Badger, I feel like you very clearly knew the point I was trying to make, and you're just trying to insult me.
I have a minor in history, sir.
You have a minor in history?
Yes.
Is your major in English? Or
No.
gender studies?
No, God,
Or,
no. It's in accounting.
You know, accounting. Alright.
But even
You,
just know
you
for
wanted
DOS.
you wanted to be a loser. That makes sense. Alright, Hyper is looking to leak out of the base, and alas, he's gonna figure out he cannot do that. But, I'm gonna be real to you, Badger. It's looking real fucking grim. We got
Yeah.
4 heroes stacked on each other. They are fucking dancing. They're watching DOS.boss. You just gotta go. You're down a little too much to just watch the guy hit your base. And that's all we're doing. We're just watching.
Sharpshooter is there. Jinx still has the snowball to stop that from being a big issue. Though the racks, not so lucky. Range racks already dead. They will head on to the
We're gonna go
runs.
now. Now.
They're thinking about it. All right, here we go. They're going out on both teams. Right now, stuns. Oh, God. The 2-man Chrono is there. Hyper is dead. Macho Man is dead. They both will buy back. In the backlines, Alaris is chasing on the skater. Cannot kill him. Meanwhile, DOS killed Jinx. Jinx buys back. Karan on the run. Hyper tries to hit that man. Cannot get him. Meanwhile, Sawyer Green is killed by Breezy R. He has buyback as well. Yules is there. Onto Slardar. He'll big KB. He's trying to fight. Earthspike's there onto Income's finger. No kill happens. Lars Punch was tried. Now Fun dead, Lars dead, Macho Man dead, Jinx dead, DOS kills Lion. They're just so strong.
The
It's
GG
only
is called.
an Ursa. The GG is
So
called.
like
This game is certainly
again,
over.
look at that. Everyone just fucking waited. And like, you know, they use like snowball and shit. And it's like, man, what do you do? You know, Badger, I'm really glad I got to sit here and cast with you. I've learned that the little amount of respect you've earned over the last like half year of you being in my life is completely fucking gone.
This is God in one 3-word phrase.
I mean, it's a collection of stuff. Like first you read in public, which missed me with that. Yeah, fuck trying to find a menu. Second, I mean, like, 2nd through 5th is the whole ice cream debacle. And you know what, Badger? I'm just gonna leave you with, I hope you find God, and your God tells you to stop eating stop wasting your time with subpar products.
Alright then. Do you have any final analysis and/or words / callouts to the people of
DOS?
these lads and Twitch.tv/BadgerPablo?
Can I say something to Clankers?
Absolutely.
Clankers, I appreciate the quality of friend you are. I think you're a great role model to the youth of the world. I think it's very cool how you sit crisscross applesauce at your computer desk. And I have a lot of respect for your love of apple cider and womanly underwear. And to Badger, I hope you see the failure in your actions.
Because the path you're leading down right now is a risky one, my friend. And I say this not just as an acquaintance, but as a friend, that I hope you do better.
Thank you for the advice.
Alright.
If you enjoyed this cast though, thank you for tuning in for this 2-0 series between Apesimps and If Only You Were Older. My name is Badger. If you enjoyed my commentary, feel free to have me cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me on Discord. It's Badger number 5713, and have a great night.